We are live. Yeah, we're live. Hello, everyone. Welcome to another live stream where Abby doesn't know if it's actually working well or not. I don't live stream enough to know how it really works. I keep telling myself in between live streams that I'm gonna really figure it out. I'm gonna do some tests. And then I forget because I live stream maybe once every 3 months. One day it'll happen. Hopefully everything sounds okay and looks okay. If it doesn't, I'm sure you guys will tell me. I'm trusting you guys. Hello. How's everyone doing today? Has everyone had a good day? It is December 1st tomorrow, and I don't know about you guys, but I am so excited for Christmas. I'm so excited. I actually walked back from work today and it was snowing really heavily. I did get really wet, but it was really nice. I was listening to Christmas music and it was super cool. So I really, really enjoyed the walk in the snow, even though it was freezing. I'm also got my little electric blanket on my knees while I'm prepping for the market on Saturday because it's really, really cold. Yes, today I'm going to be doing some market prep, and I thought since I didn't upload a video this week, I could live stream it. I didn't film a video. Well, I actually did film a video for this week, and I was maybe a quarter way through editing when I had a massive problem with a parcel that I was trying to send through Royal Mail, and they just every little thing I was doing with this parcel, they were like, we can't accept it, and it took me about 2 days and about 3 different attempts to get this parcel to the customer, basically, through so Royal Mail would accept it. And I kind of had to take an entire afternoon to sort that out, so I ended up being really behind with editing. And the video it'll be coming out next week instead. It's a week long, a week in the life kind of video. I'm really excited for it. It's a really fun video, actually. A lot happened, and I'm excited to share it, but it was 5 hours long before I cut it down. So that's a lot. That's a lot of editing. And I was like, I'm not getting it done this week. And I thought, hey, doing some market prep, why not? This market on Saturday is my last market of the year, and probably, honestly, my last market for a while. Is this microphone working very well? Can you guys hear me okay? It doesn't look like it's going too far up. Hello? I don't know. It's my microphone. I was having a bit of trouble with it. In the beginning, it wasn't. I hope it's using this microphone. Okay, cool. Thank you, Melanie. Just testing it. I'm sorry if that was really loud. My microphone wasn't working at the start of it, and yeah, I just couldn't figure out if it was working or not. Anyway, what was I saying? Market prep. Yes, last market of the year for me, and probably for a while. Honestly, I've been kind of getting a little bit tired of market stalls recently. I don't know if it's because of the cold weather, but I don't know, they just don't feel as worth it to me anymore. I started doing market stalls in February, and for some reason, since about September, October time, every time I've done a market stall, I've actually not really looked forward to it. It's felt a bit more like a chore than anything, to be honest. And I think it's because my small business has grown since February, and market stalls they do bring me a bit of profit. When back in February, even if I only made £50 for an entire day of work, that was a lot for me back then. That was whoa, I just made £50 for my small business in a day. That's a lot. Whereas now it's kind of £50-60 for a whole day for my small business at this point isn't that much to me anymore. So I actually don't know if I'll be doing a lot of market stalls next year. I do want to do bigger events though, like conventions. I have one convention booked next year. I'm really excited for that. It's my first ever convention. And yeah, so this is my last market stall. Let's prep for it together. It's also it's kind of like a Christmas market stall, I guess. It's gonna be in December, so I'm very excited for that. Hopefully we do see quite a bit of sales. It is meant to be really cold, and it is an outdoor market, so I'm kind of I don't want to say dreading it, but it's gonna be rough. It's gonna be really cold, and I don't do well with the cold personally. I actually love winter and snow, but my body temperature is really like low in comparison to like normal people. Like my hands are always cold, even in summer. I just have really bad circulation, I guess. So I'm not looking forward to that. So yes, today I'm gonna be, well, this afternoon, I'm gonna be prepping some keychains because in my last market stall, I realized I don't have that many. Actually, if this is all I have, I should really buy more. Massively out of my black and tabby cat keychains again. These always sell out so fast, I can never keep up with them. Even if I buy quite a lot of them, which is insane. Hello guys, hello everyone. It's been a while since the last live. It has, yeah. I don't do lives that often. I feel like I need a better live setup. The reason I don't do them that often is because I feel bad. Like the setup is just so basic, and I'm like, it's not even like a top-down angle with a webcam because I can't do that just yet. I need some more equipment to be able to pull it off, and I'm just like, they're kind of low quality, but they're fun. They're definitely fun. Oh yeah, when I was printing off the backing cards for my pins yesterday, somehow this happened. I printed it the wrong way around, so but I can still salvage the ones in the middle at least. It's not too bad. I do need to laminate those ones first, so I think I'll do that. And I do have a couple of sublimation blanks as well. I actually sold out. Well, I didn't sell out of mushroom cups. I still have a couple more on my shop, but I don't have any that are currently ready for purchase. Like I need to make some more. Which I'm really enjoying. These are like some of the first products that I've really made at home and be able to make it just as I need them. It's actually been really nice not stressing about stock levels and stuff because I can just make more whenever I need. So I think I'm also gonna wrap a couple of mugs tonight as well. And I'll probably sublimate those tomorrow. I'm not taking them to the market stall because, I mean, it could take a couple, I guess, but I would rather save them for Etsy, to be honest. Setup seems good. Thank you. Thanks. I mean, it's okay. It's like, I'm glad you think so. It's fine. I am so ready for Christmas, though. How about you guys? Let me turn this on. I'm so ready for Christmas. This doesn't happen. I've bought almost all of my Christmas presents already, which is insane for me. Last year with Christmas, I really struggled to find presents for people. I couldn't think of like what to get people, and then when I did think of a few things to buy people, it was like mid-December, and I was like, oh no, I don't even know if these are gonna arrive in time for Christmas. This year I've been on it. Like I just got everything, well, most things in the Black Friday sales, which I don't usually do. Black Friday, this is the first time I've actually used Black Friday to my advantage. I'm not a Black Friday kind of person. I usually forget about it, to be honest, but yeah, I'm pretty on it this year with Christmas. I'm feeling it this year. I'm so ready for Christmas. I love Christmas. Fun fact, I don't know how many of you guys will know this. A lot of you guys probably would have been here last year. This time last year, I think I had maybe 300-ish, 350 subscribers. So I'm assuming a lot of you wouldn't have been here this time last year. My birthday is actually on the 16th. So I've got that to look forward to as well. I wasn't planning to do anything, but my boyfriend basically told me we are doing something for it because I never really celebrated that much, to be honest, but I'm looking forward to that as well. Yeah, birthday. Love your lives. The laid back vibe feels like a co-worker. Technically, we are co-workers in a way, in some really weird roundabout way. We're both small business owners working on our small businesses together. We're like neighbors, if you will. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Okay, that's So 8. I can't count. That's 8 backing cards. I actually you won't see it until the next video. I actually now use a new manufacturer for my pins and stickers. And spoiler alert, very happy with them. They've come out very well. And they're cheaper than Sticker Mule was when I was using them, which is insane because I was convinced for the longest time they were like the cheapest company to go with. Turns out no. I feel like every live I've had so far, Sticker Mule has been mentioned at least once. I'm not going to get into it this time. I'll show you guys the new pins. They're not new. I've had them before. I've had them for a while, but I'm trying I'll do the beauty thing, the beauty guru thing. Cat Grim Reaper pins. He is a lot bigger. He used to be like I used to call it a miniature pin. The manufacturer I got these from, Grace, they don't do like really small sizes in pins, so he is bigger now. And a really cute little detail, there's a little heart-shaped clutch, black heart-shaped clutch on the back, which I thought was super cute. I really like his little revamp. I think it's really cute. I like the bigger design because it is a very dark design, so you can kind of see it a bit better. And I don't think I have any of my stickers up here to show you guys, but you'll see them in the next vlog that comes up because that's when I opened them for the first time. And I really like them. They're really good. And I bought a lot. I bought like 100 of each design, but overall it didn't actually come to that much money. And I'm a little worried because a lot of them I probably won't sell out of. A lot of them I'll probably have a few of these designs for many years to come. But that's okay because I feel like with stickers, at least, if I want to get rid of them, I can easily just use them as like freebie stickers in the future if I want. Yeah, I made a live. I'm currently making dog treats. Oh, that's interesting. I like that. Is that your business? That's cool. I like that. I'm very into like I've cooked for my cats a few times. Like we've made them like cat meals. I don't know. It's just I just feel like my vet kind of scared me out of like giving them dry food all the time. She's like, it's really bad for them. Don't do it. So now I'm like, well, I guess my cats are getting 5-star gourmet meals every day now. They are a little spoiled. They kind of they're kind of getting too used to the nice meals now, and they won't eat like regular cat food anymore. Yes, I have a home dog bakery. Cats are hard. That is so cool. That's really cool. I've never heard of a home dog bakery. My boyfriend has a dog. Jane Lynn's Pet Bakery. I'll let him know. That's really cool. So, how are you guys feeling about the Christmas period? Both for your small businesses and personally. Honestly, I don't know how it's been for you guys so far. Christmas period for me so far has been a little bit of a letdown. It's been very, very quiet, which I didn't expect. Last year, I had quite a quiet Christmas period, but I could kind of use the excuse that, oh, it's new to me. Like, I'm a new small business. I've only been open 3 months. Of course, it's going to be quiet. This year, I'm like, wow, this sucks. I go a bit more into it in my vlog that's coming out. But, to be honest, the more I think about it, the more I'm like, well, it's my fault at the same time because I put myself on Etsy and then no other websites. Like, I haven't really expanded my business a whole lot, which is dumb. I do regret doing that. Man, I printed out a lot of cat sticker sheet. Where is the... Anyway, a video that'll be coming out soon. I'm gonna try and get myself onto some new platforms, and we're gonna try to expand our business, my business, our businesses. If you want to join me on the journey, and we're gonna open some new shops. I printed out like 10 keychain ones. I swear I had another one of these. Where is it? Hello? I'm stressed for Christmas, waiting for my restock packages to come. Oh. Oh man. I honestly, I panicked for Christmas with stocking and stuff for my shop. I was so late to it because I was late to Halloween a little bit, and then I was like, ah, it's fine. I have plenty of time till Christmas. I'll worry about Halloween first. And then November 1st came, and I was like, oh my god, I don't have anything for Christmas. Yeah, I had like 3 card designs done, and that was about it. It's been much slower for me than normal. Yeah, I think I've heard a lot of businesses, like even bigger businesses, say that it's been a lot slower than usual for them. Maybe possibly inflation. I think people are being a lot more careful with their money this year, rightfully so. That makes absolute sense. Did I lose one? I swear I had 2 of them. I guess not. I guess I only had 1. Well, fine. I can just print out more. Yeah, a lot of bigger businesses have said that it's not been as busy as usual. So that's another reason I think it's probably been quieter than what it would have been in previous years, because people are not spending as much this year for Christmas, which again makes sense. Absolutely fine. I totally get that. I didn't get too many orders the first couple of years, but I'm finally getting orders this year. Nice! Well done. That's awesome. I always forget, like, I feel like the internet is so full of people, like, talking about how they grew, like, 6-figure businesses within, like, a year and stuff, and, or, like, they started a business and, like, a year later they're getting thousands of orders and stuff like that, and it's, like, the internet's so full of that. I really, really often forget about how long it really takes to grow a business. Like, from the few small businesses that I follow that I know are like really honest about how long it took them to grow, all of them seem to like say, oh, it took like 3 to 4 years to grow, and that seems to be like the normal amount. And even though I'm a year on, I'm still very harsh on myself about how, like, I don't feel like I've gotten anywhere in this past year. And I'm like, well, it's been a year. How come I haven't gotten anywhere? How come I'm not that much further on? And I think that's because I just see so many people on the internet all the time talking about how they grew businesses within a year and it was like the best thing they ever did. And it's like, man, I work every day and I'm still like not much further forward than I was last year in some senses. My markets have been slower. My markets have been slower as well, which is probably why I haven't been enjoying them as much. I am kind of looking forward to this one. It's one of my regular ones, so I won't be filming it. Unfortunately, it's probably not going to be that interesting, and it's going to be really cold. And yes, it is a Christmas one, but I'm hoping I'll get a couple more orders because it's Christmas and people will hopefully be out on Saturday looking for Christmas presents because it'll be like the first Saturday of December and stuff. But my past few markets have been really bad, actually. Like both of my last 2 markets that I had, I was just kind of like, I kind of felt like they were a waste of time. I like doing markets because I like meeting other small businesses and stuff and getting to talk to them. That's always really cool, but it just felt like in terms of like time and money, it was like I could have just stayed at home and I don't know, worked on my Etsy store or opened a new shop or like worked on something like a new project or something for my small business. So I'm probably not going to do as many markets next year, if I'm honest, just because, I don't know, they haven't been feeling as worth it to me lately. What's your favorite soccer team? I I know I'm British, and I guess soccer or football is it kind of a British thing? I don't know. I guess I don't watch it. I'm not very into sports. I feel like if I was gonna watch a sport, it wouldn't be football anyway. It would be. I think ice hockey is pretty cool. I think it looks cool. I think it's impressive because they can skate. I love ice skating, but I know it's hard. You need a lot of balance and stuff. And the fact that they ice skate around and they also manage to like hit things and oh no, sorry about that. Oh my god, that must have really hurt your ears. I'm so sorry. My microphone just flopped down. It completely fell. Gave up on life. Hold on. Sorry, that must have been such an awful sound if you were wearing headphones. I'm so sorry. Anyway, ice hockey, super impressive. That's all I wanted to say. I'm on my 4th year. Yeah. Small businesses take a long time. And as soon as I realized that fact, that it was like not so easy to grow a small business and it was going to take a lot longer than I thought, that was actually when I decided I'm going to change my entire YouTube channel. I used to be an art YouTube channel. If you go way back to July last year, I was doing art and stuff. And then I set up a small business. I was like, damn, this is hard. And no one's like talking about how hard it is. Everyone seems to make it look so easy. I'm going to talk about how hard it is. It's funny because I actually got a comment, I think a couple of days ago, I got a comment on one of my videos and someone was just like, I really like watching your videos and I think it's because I like watching you suffer. To be honest, that's kind of my whole thing, is like I try to show the realistic side, and unfortunately the realistic side is that sometimes you suffer a little bit. Sometimes things aren't always that easy. But I think I like that. I like that people can, it sounds a bit weird, I like that people can watch me suffer and I guess feel a little bit better about themselves in their businesses or not feel as alone. So to be honest, I'm kind of glad for it. I do my business full time, but I sometimes feel like I'm getting nowhere too. I did my small business full time for 6 to 7 months, maybe longer than that. And I feel like during that time, I look back and I'm like, I don't really know what I did. Like, what did I accomplish in that time, to be honest? It kind of sucks. But I think there's also value in just being able to wake up every day and work on what you love every day as well. And I do, even though I look back and I'm like, man, I wasted a lot of time back then because I had just started my business and I didn't know what the hell I was doing. I did not have a single clue. I look back and I'm like, man, I did a lot of things wrong and I wasted a lot of time on things that were just pointless. But I'm also jealous of that, my past self, because she got to wake up every day and just work on a small business. And I can't do that anymore. I've got a full-time job now. Let's see, where are we at? Oh, it snows during the market. Thanks. Thanks. Well, it's like an indoor, it has a roof. It's like an outdoor market, but it does have a roof, so I'll be fine. If that's what you were getting at. I'm gonna market on Saturday, and I'm really hoping it goes well. Hopefully, it is Christmas time. We have like a Christmas market where I live every year. Like it's a regular Christmas market. It's here from like mid-November to like end of December. And I always go there and I always buy a couple of things. I can't help it. There's always some treasures in there, you know. Let's see. Hockey is big here in Michigan. Interesting. Hockey is not big here. I actually don't know anyone who watches or plays hockey. I've never known anyone who I played hockey once, but it was in PE or gym class. There are some Americans that don't know what PE is, I guess. I don't know. I always panic thinking that if I say a British term, people aren't going to understand what it means. But physical education, yeah. I did hockey like once, and that was the one and only time I've ever played and or seen anyone play hockey, so it's cool though. I've like seen clips of like hockey players and stuff, and I think it's cool. Okay. I'll do my pins first since I have a crap ton of them. Oh, I forgot. I made a chai latte and I completely forgot about it. Suffer? Lol. Yeah, I guess it's because they like seeing me suffer because it's like, I know what they meant. It's like I show a lot of the bad side, so I guess I show a lot of like my struggles and stuff as well. So they like seeing me struggle because they can relate more to it, I guess. Which I like. I don't think that's a bad thing at all. I'm happy that people can relate to me like that way. There are a lot of small businesses that you know, you get to look up to because they're like really super cool and amazing, and it's like, wow, you guys built like a 6-figure business on your own, like with your own designs and stuff, and that's super cool. But I like being able to be the one that's like maybe not the one you look up to, but being the one that you can relate to. That's what I like to think anyway. Mutual suffering. Yeah, we're all suffering together, guys. That's my whole thing. That's why I started this YouTube channel, so me and you could suffer together. Okay, is this? This is okay. Ugh. There's been a bug going around lately where I live, and I feel like I'm getting it. My nose is starting to itch and run a lot. It's not good. Oh, I forgot to go get the bags for the. Oh no. I forgot to get the bags for the keychains so I can package them up. It's a great start, really. I forgot to get the packaging supplies for the packaging stream. Okay, my nail snapped today when I was at work, and it's like I can't grab the little cellophane part of the pin. Here's a question. I always take the little cellophane wrappings off. So when you get like pins and stuff, they come with like a little layer of. I could show you guys if I could get it off. Like, come on. It comes with like a little like layer of protective cellophane, I guess. And I always take it off, but I'm just wondering if maybe it's a good idea to leave it on and then people can take it off themselves, I guess. But I always take it off because it's, as you can see, it's really hard to get off. It's like impossible. Come on. This is not. I used to have a tool that I got with the Cricut machine that used to be able to kind of like just, it was so easy just to like hook it under the cellophane and pull it up. And I lost it, and I don't know where it is. And I'm like, it couldn't have left the house. I wouldn't take my Cricut tool machines outside of the house. They wouldn't have even left this room, but I haven't been able to find it since. Okay, there we go. I finally got it. I also don't like using my nails for it because I'm worried it's going to scratch the design, and that has happened before. Hello from the US. Love your videos. Thank you. I'm really glad. Thanks. If you don't take it off, maybe people won't know it's supposed to come off. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. It's really hard to tell. And it kind of when you keep them on, like sometimes they'll have scratches and stuff on them, or they'll make the pin like it looks like it's part of the pin. It looks like it's just the pin itself, but they'll have like scratches all over it and stuff. Unless I take it off, it just looks like the pins don't look that good. But if I take it off, it looks like a nice shiny new pin. So I think I might continue to take them off. I feel like if I got a pin and I had to sit there for 10 minutes trying to take off the little cellophane wrapping that I didn't know that was there, I'd be pretty annoyed. I feel like ever since I got them to be a bit of a bigger design, I'm having trouble centering them on the pin. I don't know. I mean, I've got to leave room for his little Grim Reaper, his little staff thing, but he looks not centered when I put him a bit to the side. I don't know. I'm definitely thinking too much about that, and I acknowledge that. I get so many comments on every single video. It's like, Abby, you're overthinking this. It's not that big of a deal. And I know there's a rational part of my brain that knows this information. I just can't help it. It's like the perfectionist side of me is fighting the realistic side of me every single day. Probably the cat's got it. Lol. My Etsy sales are really busy. My Etsy sales are really busy last Christmas. Was slow, but really up this year. Yeah, I think it's different for everyone. I think I really underestimate how small my business and how new my business still is. If I get 4 years down the line and I still feel like I'm in the same place as like right now, I'd be pretty upset, I guess. But I'm only like a year old business-wise. It just feels like, I don't know, this year has gone really fast, but it also feels like sorry. I burped and I really tried hard to hide it, so I wasn't like being disgusting on live, but it happened. Anyway. I really try hard to remind myself that I'm like such a small business still. But hello? My lamp just turned off. Can I just ignore that? Man, I cannot. This tried saying this sentence about 5 times. I can't remember what I was saying now. Anyway, yeah, I'm a small business, and it's understandable that I don't get a lot of sales still. Like 1 year being a small business is not a long time. Oh, I remember what I was saying now. I was trying to say, nope, it went again. I've had a long day at work, okay? That's another thing I'm really excited for with my new video is I take you guys like for a week of my life, so I kind of show you guys a little bit of like my morning routines and like going to work and stuff as well. So you guys are gonna see like a fully uncut, realistic look into my everyday life as a full-time worker / small business owner. So I'm so excited for that video to come out. I really wish it could have come out like this week, but it didn't. I'm sad about it, but oh well, things happen. Oh, I remember now. Being a small business, like this year feels like it's gone so fast, but it also feels like it's been so slow. Like I can't remember a time where I wasn't a small business. That's what I was trying to say. My cats always take my stationery and hide it under the furniture. Yeah, my cats are currently obsessed with baubles on the tree, the little decorations. I woke up this morning, there were 2 baubles. One bauble was under the TV stand, 2 were just underneath the tree, and then there was one in the kitchen near the food bowls, and I was like, I don't know why you guys hate Christmas, but stop it. They have like balls that like little cat toys to play with, and they never ever bother with them. As soon as I want to put up decorations that are slightly round in shape, they're like, it's a toy now. Hello, I recently found your videos and I just wanted to say I love your videos. Oh, thank you. I'm really glad. So yeah, back to the whole thing. I feel like being a small business for a year, it's like looking back, it just feels like it went so fast, but it also just feels like I've just when I opened my Etsy shop, it feels like years and years and years ago. It's insane. And I don't know. I think this time last year, I will admit, I had very unrealistic expectations for myself in my small business. I thought like I could be full-time by now, or at least part-time, and be making a decent income and getting like loads of orders. I'm actually going to do a video towards the end of the year where it's going to be like I did last year. I did like a New Year's resolutions thing. I'm going to do a video where I look back at my goals that I set last year and like kind of talk about what I accomplished and what I didn't and what changed. And then I want to set some goals for next year and stuff like that. But I don't know. It just feels like, where's this year gone to? And I thought I'd be so much more ahead than what I am right now. But I also acknowledge now that my goals for myself this time last year were very unrealistic and a little bit ambitious. I have 4 cats, nothing is safe. You know what? I have 3 cats, but I really want to get a 4th one. It bugs me, right? Because I have a black cat, I have a tuxedo cat, which is like a black cat with a little patch of like white, it's got a white tummy. And then I have a black and white cat, and I'm like, well, I need to complete the set and get a white cat, and then I'll have all 4. I'll have the complete set. I don't know if that's a good idea. I think if I get a 4th cat, I'll officially be a crazy cat lady. I'm already borderline crazy cat lady. But it would be really fun to have a black cat, a tuxedo cat, a black and white cat, and a white cat. I just think that would be really fun. Man. This has taken longer than I thought. I probably won't do all of these because it's taking me a long time to get the little plastic wrapping off. I don't need that many, to be honest. I just need a couple, so if I get some Etsy sales, they're prepped and ready to be shipped out immediately, and also for the market. This guy, is like my most popular pin. He's like actually he was my first item that like really was like a really good selling item. He's actually I think he might be like one of my first designs that has actually made it this far. He is my only design that's made it this far. When I started my small business, he was one of my first designs, the Cat Grim Reaper. And I mean, I had a bunch of other designs. They mostly all just disappeared now. I stopped selling them, or I just gave them away as freebies or something. He's like the only design that I have that really made it this far. I guess the Red Panda kind of made it far as well. I still have him as a sticker, but Cat Grim Reaper, fan favorite. Do it. Don't convince me to get another cat. I have like two really good cats. Like sorry, that's incorrect. I have two naughty cats. Ash and Suki, they are so I don't know. I mean, tuxedo cats have a very big reputation for being extremely loud. That is correct as far as I'm aware. Suki, my tuxedo cat, is extremely loud. Ash, he's not loud. He's like a troublemaker in other ways, as in like he'll be in your room, and if you leave, like, I don't know, like say I leave a wrapper somewhere before I go to bed, if he'll come in my room at like 3 a.m. and he'll eat the plastic wrapper. Therefore, I have to get out of bed because I have to stop him from eating the plastic wrapper. Like kind of things like that. Like he'll disrupt your sleep. He's naughty in other ways. Suki is very abrupt. Like she's very in your face kind of naughty. She's like, she'll bite your ankles if you don't feed her on time. She'll scream at you. And Momo is Momo is she's an absolute angel. Momo is never done anything problematic before, and if she has, it's not even her fault. Like, she's a cat, she doesn't even realize she's doing it. The other two, I absolutely 100% believe that they know what they're doing. And I'm a little worried if I got a fourth cat, they'd just be like, it wouldn't be another Momo where it's like, oh, you're so sweet and innocent and you don't do anything, like you're just so good. Like if I give them like their flea treatment and stuff, Momo will sit so still. Ash and Suki, nope, you gotta fight them, you gotta pin them to the floor. I don't know if I could handle another Ash or Suki. I could handle another Momo cat. Love your channel. I crochet and watch your videos when I'm working. Do you ship to the US? I do ship to the US. I ship to everywhere, I think. Well, everywhere that Etsy allows me to. I am going to be opening some new stores as well. As I mentioned earlier, it's a very weird time to start opening new shops. I understand that. Like end of year after Christmas time, I'm just like, yeah, let me just open 2 new shops. The way I see it is that they'll be there for next Christmas, but there's a couple of new shops, online shops that I'd like to open. Next year, I will admit one of my goals is to move away from relying on market stores as much, because I don't enjoy them that much anymore. I want to move away from market stores, and I really want to focus on like my online presence, like my online shops. I want to, because I mean, when I think about it, I'm like, markets are great, but I don't want that to be like my end goal. I want to be able to have an online shop or a couple of online shops that sustain me instead, rather than relying on markets. So I think I really need to like come back away from markets a little bit. So I'm gonna open a couple of, I say new shops. They're like the same shop as my Etsy shop, but they're just gonna be on different platforms, so I can hopefully reach a wider audience. I think one of my biggest regrets this year is not like, I guess, putting my online presence out there a bit more. I mean, I've done well with social media, don't get me wrong. Like, I actually just hit 1,000 followers on TikTok. Thank you guys, by the way, for that. If you're following me on TikTok, I really appreciate that. That was super awesome. And so with my social media, I've done quite well. I'm pretty proud of how far I've come with that. But like with my online shops, I just feel like I'm on Etsy. That's it. This year, I really kind of, I guess, confined myself to Etsy, thinking Etsy would be like, that's all I'd need is Etsy. I was wrong. I was very wrong. If anyone's watching this and you happen to be thinking about starting an online shop, or you want to you've just started an online shop, my biggest advice is do not confine yourself to just Etsy. I actually don't really like Etsy that much anymore. I don't think it's worth it. I feel like you did great for a first year. The high expectations probably came from watching other successful creators. I prefer your videos as I can see the struggle behind a small business. Yeah, I agree. Exactly what you said, Autumn. It's high expectations. I think before I started a small business, I was watching people, and there are so many amazing small businesses out there, and you watch them and you're like, wow, they're doing it, they're living the dream, they're so successful, they have these amazing products, they do all these incredible things, and you think it's so easy, and you're like, I could do that, I could definitely do that. And then you try it yourself and you're like, why is this harder than I thought? What do you mean it's going to take me more than 1 year to grow into a successful full-time business? What do you mean? Definitely came from high expectations. I'm trying for next year to set, I'm not trying to set low expectations. I'm trying to set like a realistic amount. I actually had a little sneak peek at my resolutions and goals that I set for this year. And I was like, oh my God, I set so many goals for this year. And I was like, how did I think I'd achieve all this? It's like, it's insane. It's mental. I had very high expectations for myself. And now I'm kind of like, next year, I'm going to focus on a few things. That's it. I'm actually getting a what do you call it? iPad for Christmas. It's not a surprise. I told my mum, I was like, I don't want anything else. Just get me an iPad, please. You don't have to buy me anything else. My birthday is like 9 days before Christmas. It's on December 16th. I was like, you do not have to buy me anything for my birthday. Or you can just have this be one big Christmas and birthday present. The only thing I want is an iPad so I can draw and use Procreate and stuff. The tablet that I have, I really love it, but it's just like not really working anymore. It's a bit old. I've had it for quite a few years now, and I haven't actually been drawing for months now. The last time I drew anything, oh my God, it was like my Christmas cards. And that might not sound like a big deal, but I drew those back in September, like beginning of September. I haven't drawn for so long, and that makes me so, so sad because when I prefer digital drawing now, if I'm honest, to traditional drawing, which makes me a little sad because I did start out as like a traditional artist, but I do prefer digital art. And I just can't draw on that tablet anymore without it it crashes all the time, it lags, it's not great. It picks up my hand a lot even when I'm wearing the gloves. It's not great, and I don't want to draw on it, so I just haven't drawn for so long, and it's like, how, it's so crazy, how can you run an art business that's like based around your designs and your art and just not draw for months on end? I think I might make that one of my new goals for next year, is to like draw more, but not just draw designs for my business, because I used to draw like characters, and I used to do like little comics and stuff for myself and create story worlds with my art, and I really used to like that stuff, and I just haven't done that for so long, and it's kind of sad. It's like I've heard this is a struggle with a lot of creative people who, turn their art or whatever it is into a small business, their crafts. Like, it's weird how when you start a business based around your craft or your art, it's like you stop crafting and doing art as much, or like at least being as free with it, I guess. It's kind of crazy. Bro, check out the Samsung 8A tablet, only 180 right now, 128 gigabyte. Ooh. I mean, I really want an iPad. I keep seeing people drawing on iPads, and it looks fun. If I ever need one in the future, like a second one or something, I guess maybe, but I really specifically want an iPad because I actually have, it's on a Samsung tablet, but it's like an Android tablet. That's what I draw on currently. I use Clip Studio Paint, and I just kind of want to try Procreate. It looks good. A lot of people seem to use it and really like it, and I just want to try something a bit new with for my art, for my digital art. Oh, I just got a new iPad. I'm actually not sure. My mum was like, she's like, oh, which iPad do you want? There's so many of them, and I was like, I want that I can draw on, I guess. I really should have looked into it a bit more, but I was gonna look into it a bit more, and then I came downstairs and my mum was like She was like, okay, I've just watched 10 YouTube videos on like every iPad that ever existed. I know which one I'm getting you now. So it's kind of going to be a surprise because I don't know what kind of like model I'm getting, I guess. So it's going to be interesting to see. But yeah, excited for it. I'm hoping if I get an iPad, I'll draw a bit more next year, hopefully. Because I'm actually doing my first ever convention. It's a mini convention. It's only one day in March. So I'm going to have to draw a lot of new designs and artwork. I want to do a couple of like anime prints and stuff, and maybe make some mouse pads or cups and stuff with like characters on them and whatnot. And really, because conventions are something I want to move into next year. I want to move away from like small everyday markets to like big events and conventions. So I feel like I'm going to need a whole new group of designs that are specifically for conventions and stuff. So I'm hoping with the iPad, I'll draw a bit more, and I'll, I want to practice my art more as well. This year has been awful. I don't feel like I like my art. I just feel like I haven't improved at all this year, which, like I said, I know is a very common thing with artists, and when they start small businesses, is that they struggle to find time to draw what they love and practice art and stuff like that. And I think that's really sad. I didn't realize how sad or how bad it could get until this year, when I've like done practically no art except for like designs for my small business, which I do enjoy doing, but it'd be nice to like, do some stuff for myself, draw some stuff for myself every now and then. My favorite artist uses Procreate. I'm stealing brushes. A lot of people I watch and admire their artwork. They all use Procreate as well. And they use like iPads and stuff, and it always looks so cool and it looks nice, and I'm like, I want that. I want to try that. I really like a lot of the brushes you can like download or like get for Procreate as well. Clip Studio Paint has cool ones you can download and stuff, and they have a couple cool ones on there, but I don't know. I'm just over it. I want something new. I got a new iPad Pro as an early Christmas gift this year. I love the Procreate app. It has been crucial for making new products. Oh my god, thank you so much for telling me that. That makes me so happy. I'm not gonna lie, I was like slightly worried that I wouldn't like enjoy Procreate, or like I'd get it and I'd be like, nah. It's not as good as people were saying. Like I've been worried about it, but I know I need to try something new. Absolutely. It needs to happen. I need to get back into drawing. I need to make a lot of new designs. One of my New Year's goals is going to be like new stock, like mugs and stuff. Obviously, I got my sublimation stuff ready to go downstairs. So, I'm going to need a good art pad, a good iPad and stuff, so I can make some new designs. Okay, I don't know if you guys can see this. I made a lot of keychains here. A lot of keychains. I still got a whole bunch more backing cards and a whole bunch more keychains down by my side, but I think that's enough for now. I don't need to do them all tonight. I'm gonna just cut up the 200 keychain backing cards that I printed out. What else did I bring upstairs? Oh no. Okay, let's just clear some room. Bunch more keychains. Cool. And then we can wrap some mugs after this as well. Okay. Oh god, I need more space. Hold on. Let's just move these out of the way. There we go, that's a bit better. I think my guillotine's breaking, actually. I feel like I need a new one. This guillotine, right? I don't give it enough credit. I bought it. It was like one of the first things I bought for my small business. I didn't even know they existed this time last year, to be honest. But It was like one of the first things I bought for my small business, and oh my god, it is just the best. So easy. It's so... I use it so often. And it's fun. It's fun when I get to tell people that I have a guillotine. Oops. Can you guys hear the slicing? Is it like ASMR-y? ASMR-y. Is it like ASMR? Can you hear it? Are you enjoying it? I haven't made new keychain backing cards in a while now. They used to be at one point, this time last year. Well, not this time last year. Like February time. They're like my best seller, these keychains. They don't sell as well anymore. They do pretty well at markets, but they don't sell as well on Etsy anymore. Which is fine. I've learned products seem to go through like phases, like my tote bags in September. Oh my god, they sold out so fast. And then I bought more tote bags and no one has bought them. So I've just learned products go through phases. Sometimes they sell really well and sometimes they don't. To be fair though, with the tote bags, I'm assuming like people were like, oh cool, new tote bag for back to school. And now it's like everyone has already bought their new bags because they're back to school. It's already happened. I'm excited to see you do some conventions. Also, the cuts scare me. I feel like this one's fine. I mean, you can't really cut your hand on it. It's like, it's hard. It's not like you're like having your hand here or anything. It's like, it's fine. Although one time, I will admit, I was cutting things and my cat was like, I think it was it Momo or Suki? They were like jumping all over my desk. And I was like about to cut something. And they were like here. And like their tail went under here as I was like bringing it down. Luckily I noticed and I was like, I stopped. But I was like, oh my god. So now every time I do this, I have to shut my door for the cats, which they don't like. I try to let them in as much as possible when I'm doing like small business stuff because they don't like when I lock them outside my room. But at the same time, every time I let them in, they destroy products. They almost get their tails chopped off. But they don't realize that. They don't know that. So they just think I'm being mean and locking them out. Yeah, anyway, conventions. So excited. Conventions are so far and few in between here where I live. I applied to another one. So I've got like a mini convention in March. So super cool video to look forward to in March. My first ever convention. I am actually really nervous for it. I don't know what to expect. I'm super nervous, but I'm also very excited. So it's like a mini convention. It's not like a weekend long thing. It's a day. It's one day. It's a mini convention. It's not too far from where I live. And I got in and I was super happy. And I actually thought about it for a while. I was like, maybe this is for the best. Like I start small. I start with a 1-day convention. That's a pretty, it's not like a small event, but it is like smaller than like a week-long anime convention or anything. Or like a weekend-long anyway anime convention. So it's going to be like a nice ease into doing conventions. I did actually apply to another convention, which is the most popular convention in my area. Everyone goes to this convention. Every nerd in the whole of the north of England goes to this convention. It's pretty big, which is weird because the venue isn't that big, but like it's a lot of people do go there. It's one of the biggest ones that I know of. I applied to that, and I applied 2 minutes after the thing went live. The forms went live, and they were like, sorry, we're full. And I was like, oh. But I am on the waiting list, so I'm hoping in like February time I might hear from them. And if I get in there, that will be a full weekend long convention, my first ever full weekend long convention. So super excited about that. There are a few Comic Cons and stuff around here that I could do, but I haven't really looked into them that much, I'll be honest. But I think that'd be pretty cool. I just don't know if my demographic is gonna be as much like, I don't know. I feel like comic conventions is like a different kind of geek, right? It's like the Marvel, Doctor Who kind of geeks. I feel like my shop in particular is probably resonates a bit more with the weebs, if you will. I can say that because I watch anime too. Because it's like very cutesy kind of Japanese style art, I guess. Although it's not, I'd say it's more cartoony than anything. I guess you could say it's a bit Japanese style kind of art. It's like cartoony. It's got that kind of essence, I guess. I actually did have one time in a market stall, I had Japanese people come over and they were like, "Ah, it's like Japanese." And I was like, well, I guess if they're saying it, it has to be right. Have you cut yourself with it before? I want to get one, but I'm scared for my fingers. I have not cut myself with it before. It's probably the safest thing I've ever owned. Like I said, I almost cut my cat's tail with it, but I've never cut myself with it because I mean, I'm sure you can see, like, especially if I'm doing things like this, I just kind of push it forward. Like, look how far away my hand is from that. It's not gonna cut my hand. It's quite far away. Even if I'm doing it up close, it's like, even if I do it like that. I'll show you guys. I mean, I'd never do it like that anyway. I always like make sure my hands are as far away as possible because I don't want to cut my fingers off. But no, I feel like these are pretty safe, to be honest. I've never had an issue with it. I've never even had a close call. And to be honest, I'm quite a clumsy person. I'm the kind of person, I'm always cutting myself. I actually cut my finger at work today when I was folding boxes and stuff. So if I can use this and not cut myself, I can guarantee that you can use one of these and not cut yourself as well. I cannot believe I left the bags for these downstairs. That's so annoying. Let's see. Comic-Cons that I've been to have a decent amount of anime. Oh, fair enough. I have actually never been to a Comic-Con. I've been to one anime convention before. My friend had an extra ticket, so I went. I've never been to a Comic-Con though. But I see clips and I wasn't sure. I'd still do them either way though, regardless. Like I said, I want to do big events, and Comic-Con is definitely a big event. Comic-Con is a huge event. Plus, it would be really cool. I just kind of want to like go and be a nerd. Go be a nerd with other people. I have been on Etsy from 2011. I have a website and tried other platforms. Etsy is the easiest to build a business and get sales on. I do agree with you that you shouldn't only sell in one place. Absolutely. That's my biggest regret this year is just like, I would never not have an Etsy, if that makes sense. Like, I do want to have my own website or like a Shopify or whatever in the future, but I don't think I could ever not have an Etsy. I'd always have an Etsy. It's good for like general traffic and stuff, but I do think I've limited myself too much, and I really advise anyone wanting to start a small business or anyone that has a small business now and is only on Etsy, I really advise you guys to get on other platforms and get more shops out there. Because there's like, I've seen a lot of small businesses like where they'll sell on Etsy and they don't sell a whole lot, and then they get themselves on like TikTok Shop, for example, and then they make loads and loads of sales off TikTok Shop, or like they'll start putting their items on like, is it coffee like you can put your products on there as well, and some people that works really well for some people, or like they'll open their own Shopify shop and that works really well for some people. So I think it is like a case of like, you just gotta like, don't put all your eggs in one basket, especially if that basket is Etsy. That's my advice. Like, I definitely think Etsy is the easiest for building yourself up and getting started and stuff. Highly recommend it for that. But after you've built your Etsy shop and it's up and it's ready and it's gaining some traction and you're getting some sales and stuff, I recommend looking into some other platforms that you can sell on. Because I don't know. I don't know. I feel like one of my goals for this year, I believe, was actually to open a Shopify shop. And I just didn't, because I did look into it and I was like, I don't know if I'd make enough money from it, because obviously I'd have to drive the traffic, and I'm still pretty small. I'm still a little baby YouTuber. I don't know. I'm still pretty small, you know, on all platforms, really. And I was like, I just don't think I could like pay the Shopify fees every month and also make a decent enough profit from it. So I'm like, I'm still gonna do it, but I'm just gonna hold back for a little bit. I think it's gonna be a goal for the end of next year. See where I am. Hopefully, I'll have a bit of a bigger. What am I thinking? Bigger community. That's what I was like. What's that word again? Community. have a bit of a bigger community, and then I can open a Shopify shop or my own website or something. Which would be really cool. I'd really like that. But yeah, I don't know. I think it was a bit silly just opening a Etsy shop and then not doing anything else other than Etsy for an entire year. Like, man, I could have been doing so much more by now. I could have had 3 online shops by now. But yeah, I think not my next video because that'll be the week in the life, but the video after that, that'll be a video where I'm going to try and open some new shops and stuff. Well, will it be the video after that? I do need to film it still, but I'm like, would it be better if I filmed myself opening them, left it for a few weeks, and then filmed the result? I guess I don't need to do that. I vlog every week. I could just update you guys. I always struggle with this. I'm like, should I just include it all in one vlog, or should I just update them about it when it happens? It'll probably be the vlog after next week, to be honest. Let's get real. Because weirdly enough, I actually don't have much content for this month, for like December. Well, we're on the last one of this, and then we can finish up these, and I'll do my sublimation cups. Because honestly, I only had 3 ready to go on Etsy. And someone bought 2 mugs, which was the parcel that I had trouble with. They just, Royal Mail were just like, no, we're not accepting this. I was like, they weren't even helpful about it. They were just like, oh, you've got this wrong. And I like would fix it, and then I'd go back, and then I'd be like, here you go. And they'd be like, oh yeah, you've also got this wrong. And it's like, why didn't you tell me this last time I was here? Why didn't you mention that? I could have fixed them both at the same time, and this could have been over with. Yeah, someone bought 2 mugs, which I pray every single morning that they're safe and sound, because I wrapped them really tight. I'm hoping they arrive safely. My first time shipping mugs. It's terrifying. So yeah, I had those 2 mugs, and then I told my boyfriend about it, and he bought a mug. He was like, I want one. So he bought one of the mugs. So now I have non-mushroom ones left, which is super awesome. I haven't had any sale for the Santa Dog ones yet, which is a bit worrying, because I was like, oh, they're a Christmas product. So if I don't sell them before Christmas, they're just going to be in my house for like another year. Attempting not to clog this week, but YouTube has just been so daunting for me. Vlog not clog. Yeah, I was like, I don't know where this sentence is going, but yeah, vlog, okay. Daunting for me. Have you vlogged before? Is this a new thing? Because I actually get a lot of comments from people like on Instagram, like they'll message me and they'll be like, hey, I have any tips for someone wanting to vlog for the first time? It is very daunting, but I actually did a bit of like film and TV when I was in college and stuff. So I've actually been in front of a camera before, but like a few times. I didn't enjoy it that much. But I don't know. I just kind of went for it, and I got used to it. I know that's not the answer people want to hear, but that's how it happened. I was just like, I wanna make YouTube videos. I don't care anymore, and then I just got used to talking to camera. Although to be fair, even to this day, I still sometimes hold my camera before I turn it on, and I'm still a bit like, I still feel a bit awkward about it, even if I'm alone, which makes no sense. Who's judging me when I'm alone? I guess myself. Okay. Yep. I printed off like all of these for about 5 keychains. Great. Love it. Okay, let's do the cups now. I can get the cups wrapped up at least, because I have my mugs up here with me, so. I hope these are still the correct size. For some reason, my file, when I opened it in Photoshop, didn't feel right. Let me just get my mugs. Scooch back. Do I only have 4 mugs left? Good God. That's so... They went so fast. I'm gonna have to buy more again. Wow. I mean, I did mess up, like, a lot. I messed up a lot. Let me just move this. When I was making the mugs for the first time, I messed up a lot. So I guess it makes sense. But I think I've gone through, like, 40 mugs or something. It doesn't feel like that much, but... Actually, I don't think it's 40. I think it's more like... I don't know. It doesn't really matter. I went through a lot of mugs. Okay, let's give this a go. Let's see if it's the right size. It didn't feel like the right size when it was printing out for some reason. Okay. This is the first time. I'm gonna do these tomorrow, but it'll be the first time that I sublimate anything since I made, like, these mugs, pretty much. Like, it'll be the first time sublimating mugs again since I made them the first time round, and it worked. I'm a little nervous that it's, like, not gonna work for some reason. I'm like, oh my god, what if the last time was just a fluke? And this time I try and it's going wrong. It's because of the Cricut machine. I'm telling you, it's scarred me. Because sometimes the Cricut machine would work, and I'd be like, great, I fixed it. I solved the problem. I've solved it. Great. And then the next day I'd try to make more stickers and it wouldn't work again. Now here's a question for anyone who does sublimation. Do you use butcher paper with mugs? Because I have been watching a lot of, like, sublimation for, like, mugs especially. People don't seem to use butcher paper as much for the mugs, but they do use it a lot for, like, mouse pads and stuff, like when they're using the pressy down kind of heat press. So I don't know whether to use butcher paper or not for the mugs. I feel like I didn't use it last time with the skinny tumblers and glass tumblers, and it was fine. It's just because, I don't know, it's like an extra step, and if I can avoid it, I'll avoid it. Hello! What are your top 5 items that changed your business in a good way? For me, it's been iPad Pro, Apple Pencil, Epson, the V600 photo scanner, Silhouette Cameo, and Epson EcoTank. Well, I'm with you on the Epson EcoTank. Epson EcoTank, that bad boy behind me. You can't see him. He's over there. Oh my god. I love the Epson EcoTank. I regret not just getting an Epson EcoTank to start with, like, just for my prints. Obviously, I turned that one into a sublimation printer, but I really want one just for prints in general because I've had it for like 3 months, and I swear down, the ink hasn't moved at all. The ink is still just like at the same level as what it was, and I love that. Like, I used to panic so much about inks with my old printer, which I still have downstairs just for like I printed my backing cards off with it and stuff, but the ink goes down so fast, and it's like, yeah, the printer was cheaper than the Epson EcoTank, but in inks, it's cost twice as much, so I kind of regret not getting the EcoTank sooner. Other 5 items that have changed my business, I mean, my sublimation heat press, that definitely, I mean, it hasn't really had, like, I haven't had it for that long, it hasn't, like, a massive effect yet, but I think just from the fact that I can now make skinny tumblers and glass tumblers and stuff, super cool. Oh, by the way, I never announced it, like, officially. I just kind of put them up on my Etsy. I have glass tumblers on my Etsy now, if anyone wants to check them out. I was, like, panicking getting them up on Etsy because I was like, oh my god, it's so close to Christmas, and I really need to get these up now. I just didn't tell anyone that I put them up on my Etsy, so this is the official announcement. They're up on my Etsy. I got snowflake glass tumblers on my Etsy. So I think those two definitely. Hopefully my iPad, when I get it, will change my business for the better. Other two, three items, I guess. I don't know. I mean, the tape dispensers are pretty handy. These guys, they make life easier. Um, out of all the things, it's the tape dispensers. I'm trying to think what else. What else do I even have? Like, I don't know. Well, yeah, I do actually. My camera that I have, it's over there. My Canon G7X Mark II. That definitely helped. I don't know if you guys remember the video where I like actually mid video switched from like, I think it was my business loan part 1 video where I switched from like my really old clunky camera, which I do actually have down here, my Lumix, terrible for vlogging, really bad. I switched from this camera to my GX7 Mark II Canon camera. The difference, oh my god, like it is insane how that camera is the best thing ever. So that's another one. And that's more for like social media stuff, but I don't care because it's the best. I will admit this, it is, I actually broke it. You can see here, there was supposed to be like a little knob to turn and it broke, but this is actually really good as well. It's like a desk arm clamp. So like I have my little phone holder here. So if you want to take like real footage and stuff, it's really good to have like the little, like you can have like a little drop down view here. Unfortunately, mine's broken, so I can't actually like lift it up. I'm gonna have to get a new one, but you can like, it's really good for top down angles and stuff, basically. So that also really helps, I guess. Just found your YouTube last week. Been binging your videos while I work. Thank you for this. I appreciate how real you are. It feels relatable. Thanks so much. Wait. What? No, don't. Oh no, don't. No. Don't send money. You don't have to send money. Thank you so much. That really, you don't have to do that. You don't, seriously. Thank you, but you don't have to do that at all. I didn't even know. How is that turned on? Oh, thank you. I thought I turned it off. Sorry. Thanks. Thank you so much. But you don't have to do that. It's okay. Your super fun, bubbly personality and positive outlook is inspiring. Thank you for being you. Oh, thank you. I'm blushing. Sorry, I'm sorry. I'm so awkward. Thank you so much. That's really nice of you. I can't believe that. That's the first time that's ever happened. I thought I had it turned off. Thank you. That's so nice. That made my week. Seriously, thank you. I didn't even know that was turned on. That's interesting. I'm gonna turn that off. I just feel like it's kind of, I know it's a very normal thing on the internet now, but I just think like, we're just hanging out together. It's like, I feel like it's the equivalent of paying your friends to hang out with you or something. Thank you though. That's so sweet. Oh. That's so cool. We can send a tip. It's great. Oh god, I can't. My mouse is in the way now. That's so cool. We can send a tip. It's great. So we can send money for coffee or tea. Have a fun treat. Yeah. I don't think I ever mentioned this. I actually have a coffee. I set one up and I mentioned it on Instagram stories, and I've been so busy with the Christmas period. I never mentioned that I have it. I don't even think it's linked on YouTube. I only set it up because some people were asking about how they could support me without like buying anything, because I think some people were just like, I don't really want to like pay and have it like Etsy fees taken away from you. I just kind of want to support you and like send you like $3 or something. And I was like, okay, I'll set up a coffee, and then I just never mentioned it. I can spend an extra £5 to each shop I have, send Venmo payments so they have an excuse to treat themselves to a little treat. Oh, that's cool. It's definitely a nice way to support like you have like favorite creators and stuff, because I watch like a lot of small business people, like people who vlog or just on Instagram and stuff like that, and sometimes what they sell isn't necessarily like my style, or I don't necessarily want anything, but it is nice like when they have a coffee and you I don't know why I say it like that, coffee. A coffee, I'm pretty sure that's how you pronounce it. Kofi, whatever. When they have like something like that, and you can just kind of send them a tip or something, it's kind of nice. It's a nice way to support people without actually having to like buy something from them. The Cricut was probably one of the worst pieces of equipment I have used in my small business. I really didn't like it. It was always cutting off and not finding the center lines and not calibration. Yeah, yeah, I agree with all of that. Wait, you said you had a silhouette, did you? You have a silhouette. Okay. Here's a question. I am very interested in the silhouette. Not this, probably not next year, but at some point, I would like to be able to make stickers at home again. When I go full time with my business, or I have more time in general. I don't really have the time to do it right now because I work full time, but in the future, definitely. And I'm very interested in what your thoughts are of the silhouette versus the Cricut machine, because I've heard a lot of people talk about how the silhouette is like a lot better than the Cricut. Like, it still has its issues. It's still a pretty hard machine to get used to, I've heard, but how is it? Like, would you recommend it? I would love to do a video like comparing the two, because I have nothing nothing but hatred for the Cricut mostly. I found mini eggs in my local shop and I'm dying from joy. Mini eggs are the best. Mini eggs are so good. I haven't had mini eggs in so long. I've heard the silhouette is better than the Cricut. Yeah, me too. I think everyone says that. Everyone thinks that. I purchased the silhouette after it is amazing. I've had it for about a year and never did I have to calibrate or anything. Okay. I'm definitely interested in buying a silhouette, but after buying a Cricut, I'm a little traumatized. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a little. Do I want to chance it? Because I won't lie, I honestly thought the Cricut machine would change my life. I thought it was going to be the best purchase I'd ever make. And then I bought it, and I was like, oh no. Turns out everyone on the internet is right. These are really hard to use. I've been looking into both to buy for myself, and I'm 100% going with the silhouette. Everyone who I looked into spoke so highly of it. A lot of people seem to like go for Cricuts first, and then like they don't like the Cricut, and then they change and go towards like the silhouette, and they always seem to enjoy the silhouette more. Someone who I like do a market with like regularly, she has a silhouette, and she cuts all of her sticker sheets out and stuff like using the silhouette, and she said it was like really good. Like, she doesn't have much of a problem with it at all. So I definitely want to buy one. I've never really looked into them though. Like, I don't know how much they cost. Oh no, which side is it? Okay. I think you can do more with the silhouette. Yeah, I've heard people say it's like, well, when I used the Cricut, I couldn't make sticker sheets at all, which really I was like, well, what's the point of buying this? Because it's if you can make die cut stickers on the Cricut, it's like great, but I also wanted to make sticker sheets, you know? It's like, it doesn't feel like it's worth the money if you can only make die cut stickers with it. I've heard the silhouette's better for like sticker sheets and stuff as well. I've been a silhouette girl for 10 years. I use it for my small business. Love it. Okay, you guys have convinced me. I'm going to get a silhouette. I don't know when, but I'm going to get a silhouette. And there's going to be a video on it, and we're going to talk about it, and we're going to compare it to the Cricut machine. Sometimes I think, like, man, it's companies like Cricut that are never, ever going to sponsor me in the future. Should I get big enough that people would want to sponsor me, Cricut's going to look at my videos and be like, wow, this is not our target demographic. Really reach out for a sponsorship? Who's Silhouette or Cricut? Because I don't think Cricut's going to want a sponsorship with me. I've slandered them too much. To be fair, I have said in the past, and I will say it again, I think the Cricut machine is good if you just want to do like home projects. Like I know a lot of people use the Cricut for just cutting out like signs and stuff, like little vinyl, like words, letters, all that kind of stuff. Like not necessarily just stickers, but like if they want to cut out like certain patterns and stuff. Like if you put like a big black piece of cardboard, like paper or something, and you put it in the Cricut machine and you just want it to cut out a few letters and stuff, it's not like they're gonna have to like, it's not like it has to go very specific with the guidelines and stuff, I guess. Like I think if you want a Cricut just for like personal fun use, so you can do your little craft projects and stuff, I think it's great for that. Honestly, I genuinely don't think I think it would be good for that. For a small business perspective who has to like make a bunch of stickers quickly and without wasting too many resources, less great. I definitely recommend the Silhouette. The Silhouette Studio is more detailed, so harder to use to the Cricut Design Space. I actually didn't like that the Cricut Design Space was like not as detailed. I am someone that I like to really get in there. I like to I like to have full control of what's going on. And I didn't like the Cricut. The Cricut machine's like, that's what I'm saying. I think it's too simple. I think it's good for home projects like crafts and stuff, but is it good for a small business? You can adjust everything: settings, pressure and cut, speed. You can fit more stickers per sheet. I'm sold. Cricut seems better for papercraft, honestly. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, I think that's probably, if you're gonna get a Cricut machine just for that kind of stuff, it's great. It's wonderful. But for a small business, for me, no. I actually have so much sticker paper downstairs. I bought a whole pack of sticker paper that I can't use now because I put my Cricut machine away. I was thinking about maybe, I don't know how you guys would feel about this, doing like a giveaway when I reach when I reach 3,000 or maybe even 5,000, because that 5,000 subscribers feels like a milestone, you know? Maybe when I reach like a 5,000 subscribers, hopefully next year, hopefully we can hope. Maybe I'll give away the Cricut machine for like free, and then like, I'll give you guys sticker paper that I have for it and stuff as well. We'll see how it goes. But I also feel like I don't want to. I mean, it's free, right? You could still use it for like your home projects and stuff. Maybe you'd have maybe you'd have better success with it than I did. But I'm also like, it feels weird because I'd be giving away something that I've complained about so much, and that feels wrong. Let's see. Where are we at? I'm always the odd one out because I always love my Cricut for my small business, but admittedly, I use a lot of workarounds to get it to work perfectly. You know what? Honestly, I know a lot of small businesses that use Cricut machines for their small businesses. It's really weird. It's like, Autumn, you are like some of like the maybe like the 5% of people that use Cricut machine that are just magic. You just have the Cricut touch. You could just do it. You know, it's like, I see people all the time. They'll have like a shelf of just 10 Cricut machines, and it just works, and it's great. And it's like, I admire those people. I really do, but I am not one of them. I do 90% of my business design work on the Silhouette Studio now rather than Photoshop. Really? That's interesting. I'm really sold. £180 on Hobbycraft / The Works. Is it a Cricut or a Silhouette? If a Silhouette's only £180, I'm there. I'm buying it. Because I'm really interested. I also it sounds kind of not great, but I mean, it's fine. But I kind of also just want to buy it so I can make a video on it and compare it to the Cricut machine. I kind of only just want it for that reason as well. But if I had it and it worked really well, I would also really like to use it for my small business. I would like to have more control over my stickers and to be able to, because buying stickers from a manufacturer, the one that I've started using now, it's fine. It's great. They're not that expensive. I can sell them for a decent price and still make a good profit off them. I'm very happy with buying from manufacturers right now. However, the stickers took like 2 months to arrive. And it's like, if I run out or if I want to make a new design, I don't want to have to wait 2 months for the design to arrive. that go? Hello? Oh. So cute. Someone could begin their own small business from that and follow in your steps. That's so nice. Yeah, I mean, if you guys want me to do a giveaway with the Cricut machine, I'd be more than happy to, because I am 100%. I've been back and forth this entire year of like, am I going to continue to use the Cricut machine? Am I not? I'm 100% on the not using Cricut machine anymore. I don't want to use it. I'm done. I'm over it. I deleted the design space. It's in a drawer now and it's not coming back out. Not for me anyway. I've been watching your channel for a while and you've been so inspiring to keep pursuing my small business. Oh, I'm so glad. I get so happy when people say like that I can help them with that stuff, because there are a lot of days where I'm like, man, maybe I should I know I'd never give up on it, honestly, but there are a lot of days where I'm just like, man, what if it doesn't work out, What if am I doing the right thing? Is all these years that I'm gonna put in a small business, what if they're gonna go to waste and stuff? I'm really glad that I can be someone for some people that where when you guys get those days, because when I get those days, I am just I just talk to my camera. So in a way, you guys help me as well. But I'm glad that you guys can relate, and I can help you guys want to continue to pursue your dreams, because let's be real, in this day and age, in this economy, having small businesses, successful ones, is the way to go. Running your own business is the way to do it. That video might do really well. Yeah, I think a silhouette versus Cricut video would be a really good idea. I would think I'd just enjoy making it. I'd also really enjoy being able to make stickers from home. I'm generally shy, but you've motivated me to try creating pop-up markets in Canada. Yeah, absolutely. My first market, I was actually really scared. I filmed my first market, so I don't know if it comes across on camera. But I was really scared for my first market, and I didn't know what to expect. It was I was like, what am I even doing? I don't even have many products. My display was atrocious. I basically just put a bunch of stuff down on a table, and I was like, there you go. That'll do. But honestly, it was nice. It was the first time that I'd ever seen people react to my products in person, and it's so helpful. Even if you do your first market stall and it's it doesn't go that well, maybe you don't make much of a profit. I didn't make much of a profit. I made £10 profit. That's not, well, that wasn't even profit. That's revenue. That had to go back to my business anyway. I basically lost money at my first market. But I got to talk to other small businesses, and I got to see people reacting to my products face to face, which was super helpful. And it was actually a massive confidence boost, because I had a lot of people coming over and going oh, it's so cute, I love your stuff, and oh, I love this keychain, and being able to see what people's eyes were initially drawn to, my cat keychains. People seem to really go for my keychains, my red panda ones, for example. And that's when I was okay, I need to make more products like that. And it kind of helped me to grow my business, to be honest. I think markets are pretty essential. I think you should always consider doing in-person, face-to-face events, because you meet people and you get to talk to your customers. People are your target audience, are going to come up to you and buy stuff from you, and you're going to learn from that. And it's really helpful, because online, I don't know what people are really, other than the stats that Etsy gives me, I don't know what people are really looking at, and how long they're looking at it for, and what's drawing their eye first, and all this kind of stuff. Even if people don't buy stuff, just being able to see, what they're picking up and looking at is helpful. What printer do you use? I have two printers. I have behind me the Epson ET2856 EcoTank. Best printer ever. It's my sublimation printer, so I turned it into a sublimation printer by using sublimation inks. My one downstairs is a Epson XP970 printer, which, if I'm going to recommend either of them for regular printing, if you just want to print off art prints and stuff like that, EcoTank, because it will save you. It is more expensive initially. It is more expensive than the XP970 printer, but it in inks, it will save you so much money. The inks last so long. in the long run, it will save you a lot more money. The Epson XP 970, it's such a mouthful. The Epson XP 970 is it goes through inks like nobody's business, and the inks are just as expensive as the Eco Tank. So it's like, go with the Eco Tank is what I'm saying. Small business, big heart. Yes, absolutely. Did my first market last weekend, and it was so much fun. Total mess, but so lovely. Your first market is like, it's addictive. It's like you just want to do your next one immediately afterwards. It's so much fun. I'll never forget my first market. Mostly because I have it like recorded. It's on the internet forever now. I lost money at my first in-person event, but then made money at my second one a week later. The first one is always the hardest. Absolutely. And you know what? It sounds a bit weird. I don't know. But it's like, I feel like at my first market, I was so nervous and I didn't really talk to like people that came up to me and stuff like that. And I probably came across as a bit awkward and not very approachable. Whereas like now when I do market stalls, I try not to bother people, because some people come up to your stall and they don't necessarily want to chat. But you know, I smile a bit more. I'm present. I'm with them. Like, I'm happy to chat with them or whatever. Like, you can usually tell when people want to talk and when people don't want to talk. So I think that as well helps sales, because I think when people talk to you a bit more and your personality shines through, people want to support you a bit more. It's that connection you gotta make. And I was really bad at that in my first market stall. I'm still not great at it. I will admit, I'm still a little bit like, I'm still never quite sure whether I should talk to people or not, because some people don't want to talk. But I try my best. I have my third one in a couple of weeks. Oh, exciting! Good luck with your third market stall. Hi, Abby and chat. Sorry I'm late. Just got out of class. Hello. Hi, Patricia. How was class? Hope you had a good day. I have a refurbished Epson Eco Tank that works great. It helps save money and on a great product. It's Epson Eco Tank changed my life. I'm not gonna lie, it did. It's so good. If people ever tell me if I like what printer I recommend to them, Epson Eco Tank all the way. The quality is amazing. The ink is like, it just lasts forever. Like, it's so good. It's like I've got so much ink and it's gonna last me so long. And I use it all the time. And it's like, I'm not really afraid to make mistakes. Like with my old printer that I used to use, the XP 970 Epson printer, I used to be so afraid to make mistakes with like prints and stuff, because I'd be like, oh no, the ink, it's being wasted. And now I'm like, doesn't matter, because the ink's gonna last me years anyway. Like, I'm not as afraid to make mistakes because it doesn't cost me as much anymore, I guess. So highly recommend. I like creating products from digital and traditional art I make, but it's easier with digital art. However, Epson Scanner V600 is excellent for making high quality scans and products. Yeah, I scanned a few of my artworks in when I first started my business. And they turned out pretty well. You can't see. I was gonna say maybe you can see the duck print on my wall. Actually, I think I have a folder here. This is one of my art prints that I printed out with my It's a bit dusty. It's a bit dusty. It's been there for a while. It's been there for like a year now. This is one of the prints I printed out with my Epson XP 970 printer. I'll take it out of the cellophane. Probably better see it a bit better. This one is actually a faulty one. If that makes it any better, this one is not this one didn't come out the way I wanted. But like the quality. Maybe it doesn't look great on my webcam, but it's so good. Like the quality is it's crisp. I really like it. So the XP 970 is pretty good, but it just eats through ink. And I think no, all of these were digital designs, but I did scan a bunch of my art as well when I was using that printer, and it turned out pretty well. I have not used the scanner on the Eco Tank yet, but I'm assuming it's just as good, if not maybe even slightly better. So I actually really like Epson products. They're really good. I've had mine for a year, and just now I'm thinking about putting more ink in. See, there you have it. It's great. It's like you just never run out of ink. I talked to a lot of people who have Epson Eco Tanks, and all of them say like they've had it for like a year or something, and like the ink is still pretty full and they use it all the time. It's great. They should really sponsor me. I don't think they would, because I think they're a bigger company and I'm a really small oh, that was probably loud, sorry. I'm a really small online, I was gonna say influencer, but I hate that word. I don't influence anything. But it'd be kind of cool. I haven't made it as a YouTuber until Skillshare sponsors me though, or Squarespace. It's always Squarespace or Skillshare. Until I get sponsored by one of those, I'm not a real YouTuber. I'm a fake. I'm a fraud. I'd be devastated if Skillshare never approached me for a sponsorship. It's like every single artist and small business on this platform gets approached by Skillshare. And if I don't, I'll be devastated. I could approach them, but I would rather they approach me. It'll boost my ego. Oh my god, what did I eat today? I'm like, sorry, I keep burping. I'm just like, I don't know what I've eaten today, but it's coming back up. Class was good. I got the Epson 2400, I'm gonna say. Eco Tank. And I'm so glad I spent more money on the XP 15,000. I bought like 4 Eco Tanks in amount of ink cartridges. I bought like, sorry, my brain's like melting right now. I bought like 4 Eco Tanks in this. Okay, I get what you mean. Yeah, you save a lot of money if you buy Eco Tanks, is what we're all really trying to say. Planning on making polymer clay pins for my business. Do you have any interest in polymer clay products? Is it polymer clay? I do have clay. I mentioned to my mum one time, I was like, oh, I really would like to make clay earrings. Like, not necessarily for my business, just in general. I just think it's really cool to make clay earrings. And she was like, okay, cool. She immediately went out and bought me like one color of like clay. I think it's polymer clay. And I was like, thanks. But I've never used it. But I think hold on. Let me see if I can get it. I don't know where it is, really, but oh, I got it. Actually, oh, never mind. It's white. Is it? Oh no, it's it's this yellow color. I'm pretty sure this is polymer clay. It's got a leather effect apparently. I don't like the color yellow. So I haven't done anything with it. I don't like the color yellow, so but maybe someday I would like to make some earrings. I actually want earrings for my small business, but I'm probably gonna like kind of get like acrylic like this, like acrylic kind of earrings, and then just hook them on myself with like my own designs and stuff. I don't know if I have the time to make clay earrings. I do also want to get into crocheting, but I have this issue where I think I can pick up a skill really easily. Like, I look at people who do crochet and I'm like, that's easy. I could definitely pick that up in like a week, and then like in 2 weeks I could definitely be making like really good plushies and stuff like that. I know that's not realistic, but my mind won't let me believe that. But I really want to get into crocheting as well. I want to do every kind of craft that exists, pretty much. I'm planning on making polymer clay. Oh, I already read that. Sorry. I'm a stay-at-home mom with an almost 1-year-old. Love watching a business grow. Your positive attitude is such a mood booster. Oh, thanks. Thank you. Hold on. I need some more coffee so I can type better. It wasn't you. I need some more coffee, to be honest. Well, it's like 8 p.m. Maybe I don't need more coffee. You can make a sunflower earrings and sell it in your store/market, and then use funds like that from that to buy the colored clay you'd like. That's a good idea, to be honest. I just don't really have the time right now, to be honest. I don't know if I'd want to like, if I'm gonna have a small business, I think I should really keep it to like my art being the vocal point. I don't think I could also sell like crocheted stuff and clay stuff, and I mean, maybe if I go full time with it one day and I find I have more free time, I could get into it, I guess. But right now, I'm really trying to pick and choose what I'm selling on my shop. Like, that's why I'm buying stickers from manufacturers now, because I don't have time for that anymore. Hi, Abby. Hi, everyone. Hello. Sorry. Well, I don't know what happened to my voice there. Hello. I really want to outsource keychains. What do you think of them? Do they sell pretty well? Yes, they do. That didn't sound confident at all. Sorry. They do. My what I was gonna say is that it really depends on the design. I think the design for the keychains sell it. Like my cat keychains, I'm gonna have to buy more of these, like restock them. This is like the 4th time this year I've had to restock these. I don't usually buy a whole lot of them, to be fair, but my cat keychains do sell pretty well. My Sir Frog keychains, do I have any actually up here? I don't think I do. He sells pretty well as well, to be honest. I think I do. Hold on. Yeah, I have it here. Let me show you Sir Frog. In case you have never seen Sir Frog. I'm doing the beauty guru thing again. Sir Frog. He sells pretty well. I do happen to have... Let me find her. I know she's in here somewhere. I think she's cute. But... however, she, I got a mushroom fairy. I gotta... Let me do the beauty guru thing again. Let me just... Here. There you go. There she is. Mushroom fairy. And then the little clasp is like the little wings, and I think it's super cute. I bought like 10 of these. I've sold like maybe 2 in a year. So I think for keychains and stuff, it depends on the design. However, I do find people seem to really like keychains. I think it's like, especially for like Christmas, it's quite a good stocking stuffer. I think if it's like something like, I think people can use keychains for a lot of things, not necessarily just keychains. I put keychains on like my bags and stuff, so it's like the zippers are easier to grab. Yeah, I'd say they're pretty popular. When I first started, keychains were actually my most popular item, to be honest. So I'd say they're worth it. I'd say it's worth getting a couple of keychains on your shop. I think keychains are a good, nice little item to have. Do you make products from traditional art? I'll read that again because I had a mouthful of water. Do you make products from traditional art? I have in the past. I made a few art prints like just traditionally, and then I scanned them into my printer and then mass printed them. They didn't sell very well. But mostly I do digital art now. I am definitely a digital artist at this point. I do prefer digital art. I just like it a bit more. I don't like the attitude towards it. One time I had a manager. He was like he was like a bit of an older guy. He didn't really understand when I told him I did digital art, because I showed him some of my art and I was like, oh yeah, I did it digitally, and he was like, oh, so like does the computer do everything for you? And I was like, no. I was like, you still need skills to do digital art. So I hate having those conversations that come with being a digital artist. But I prefer digital art. I don't know. It's just, I don't know. I used to hate it as well. I used to hate digital art. I could not get into digital art for the life of me. No matter what I did. It was like, I kept trying to get into digital art, but I just despised it. And then I decided to do animation at university, and they were like, you have to do digital art for this course. Like, you're going to have to, like, learn it. And then I learned it, and I was like, man, this is actually pretty good. Once you get over the initial, like, change from doing traditional art and you get into digital art, I feel like there's not really much going back. It's actually really great. Vograce are amazing for keychains, and I personally find they're slow starters, but I did my first order 2 months ago, and I'm almost close to rebuying some. Absolutely true. These are from Vograce, and I love they're pretty expensive. Won't lie, these keychains. They're not super cheap because I don't bulk buy them. For me, like if you buy more, they'll be cheaper, obviously. But I think what sells it for a lot of people is like the cat keychains have a little cat charm on top. I think people are actually willing to pay a little extra more money for the little charm and stuff. So I have no problem selling them for what price they are. They're like, I sell them for like £7-ish, I think, if I remember correctly. And people seem fine with that. I was really scared at first because I was like, damn, £7 for a keychain, who's gonna pay that? That's ridiculous. Turns out a lot of people, sorry. Burping is just going to be a constant thing in this live stream. I can't help it. Turns out a lot of people will pay £7 for a keychain if it's a keychain of something they really like cats. I really recommend Vogue Grace, though. They're really great. They're amazing. Although sometimes the processing time is a bit slow. Like sometimes I've waited months for products to arrive from them, but I think that's just because they're popular, because they're so good. I've seen keychains and earrings, honestly, made from shrink dink and then UV resin put over them. Seems less expensive than outsourcing. I think it's something I'm going to try in the future. I've seen people do that and it looks so fun. I would like to try it in the future, to be honest. Not now, because I don't have time, but it does look fun and I would like to try it. I've heard they sell pretty well as well. I think like people really like that kind of stuff. So another option to consider. Are cats your favorite animal? Is that why you make a lot of cat products, or do cat products just sell well? Well, about that. I have 3 cats, so I'm a little bit of a cat lover. I mean, I guess I like cats. They also do happen to sell well because people like me who like cats, we don't just like cats. Like I feel like if you can't just averagely like cats. You can't just enjoy cats, like a normal amount. You either love cats and they are like your favorite animal, you're obsessed with them, you think like they're the best creatures to roam this earth, or you don't like them. I am on the other end. I love cats. I absolutely adore them. So I like drawing them, but they also sell well because people who are crazy cat people like me like buying this stuff. I also find like if someone sees like, they'll be like, oh, this keychain looks just like my little Timmy at home. And I'm like, great. I also have cards and I have stickers. And you're like, okay, I'll buy everything with a cat on. And I'm like, great. So, both. Explaining digital art to my grandma was a task. I haven't even done that with my nana. My nana doesn't, I don't even think she knows what I do. Like, I told her that I make videos on YouTube, and she's like, what's that? And I'm like, well, YouTube's like a video platform. And she's like, really? Your uncle tried to call me through YouTube the other day. And I was like, Nana, I really don't think my uncle tried to call you through YouTube the other day, but that's not what YouTube is. So I just kind of gave up trying to explain what I do to her. I definitely would not ever try to explain digital art to her. I don't think she'd understand it. For as far as she's concerned, I just draw on paper and with a pencil, like back in the olden days. I love my sassy black cat keychain. Oh, you have one? That's super cool. I got some here. This is I call this the Ash keychain, because I made this was the first sassy cat keychain that I made, color wise anyway. Right next to the tabby cat one, because I made this one based after my own cat. Because I was like, I want an Ash keychain. I want a keychain that looks like my cat. Turns out lots of other people also want keychains that look like their cats. So I think that's why these have sold quite well. I made coloring books for a market I did a few weeks back, and they sell really well. There were small coloring books, like 6x6 inch and 24 line art images. I ended up getting printing done by outside. That is a really good idea. I definitely in the future would like to do coloring sheets or coloring books and stuff. I mean, yeah, it's fun. I mean, it's like, it's practical, it's a fun thing to do. I think I'm an adult, but I enjoy a coloring book. I don't even care. Coloring books are great. Is there a reason for taking a break from market stores, the money, or something else? It's a bit of both, to be honest. They are quite time consuming. Like, I work a full-time job now, so if I do a market like I am this Saturday, it's like my entire Saturday is gone. I can't really film because it's just like a regular market stall that I do. You guys have seen like this market stall in a few of the vlogs. It's not going to be that interesting. They're cold. There a lot of prep goes into them. They're really exhausting. Like every time I do a market stall, I'm like, it's not only Saturday, it's like Sunday. I'm also out. I'm out on Sunday because it's like I'm just so tired. I'm exhausted. Sunday after a Saturday market, I'm just like, I'm tapped out. I'm done. I'm so exhausted because I've been studying a cold all day. The setup and everything's really like it can be quite strenuous, like carrying all the suitcases and boxes and stuff. So it's time consuming, but also at this point, it's like, am I really making that much money from market stalls anymore? Sometimes, yeah, I make a decent profit from market stalls, but the past few months, I'd say it just hasn't felt worth it. Like I've been making like during the summer, I was making like I was making like £100 each market stall or over, which is awesome. Like that's really good. But the past few market stalls I've done, it's been like £60, maybe a bit over. It's been really quiet. It's just like it might pick up again, but like next year. But I mean, at the very least, January, February, and March, people are not gonna have money because of Christmas and it's winter. People don't want to go outside to markets and stuff like that. So definitely, we'll be doing no market stalls at the beginning of next year. I might do them in the summer a little bit here and there, but I don't know. I just felt like the money wasn't worth it either. Like sometimes it is. I just don't want to do them as much as I have been doing them basically. And I would like to put my energy into like bigger events, like conventions. I really want to do conventions next year, and I'd rather have less conventions and make more money at those conventions than do market stalls every month and make less money, but I'm doing them more often. It's just like yeah, I'm just kind of over them. I think I've done market stalls like once or twice a month, every single month this entire year. It's exhausting and it's a lot, and I'm kind of just done with them for this year. I've done a lot. But they are good. Like if you're starting out, like I nothing against market stalls. Like it depends what market stall you go to as well. I've noticed that when I've done bigger events, like bigger markets that cost more to get into and they're like bigger events, I get more profit from them, and it just feels more worth it than me doing my regular market stalls that I do every single month. It's like, I don't know, it's just a lot, and I just don't feel like it's worth it anymore for me. I also next year really want to focus on my online presence. I really want to open more shops online. So like I hit 1,000 followers on TikTok, and I believe that is like the goal that you need to hit in order to open like a TikTok shop. I've heard a lot of people say when they open TikTok shops for their small businesses, it's gone really well and like it's a good source of income and other stuff. Like there's Not on the High Street, which I'm pretty sure I don't know if that's a British only website, but there's other Shopify and stuff as well. Like I'd rather just focus on those because realistically, long term, I am going to be an online business. I don't want to be a market stall business. So I'm gonna have to move away from them eventually. And I'm going to do that probably like sooner than I thought. Vogue Race just added sticky notes too. Oh, hell yes! I was looking for sticky notes, honestly. I really want sticky notes are one of the things I want to get next year. More notepads, more sticky notes. I want to try shrink plastic. It's on the list. It looks fun. At the very least, I think it'd be fun just for some home projects. I think your uncle did try to call her through the YouTubes. Maybe he did. What do I know? I don't think tables at markets should be over £20 personally. Well, my regular markets are like £20 per like for the day, which isn't a lot, but I also find the ones that are only £20, you usually don't get a lot of profit from them. When I pay for like market stalls in like bigger events that are like £60 for a table instead, it's like I actually get more money. Like I'll make almost £200 in profit from those market stalls. It's just like, I don't know, it just feels like I should put my effort into bigger events that I'm going to get more profit out of than just doing a bunch of smaller events that's going to sap my energy and I'm not going to make much profit from. It sounds like you're super busy with work and your business. What do you do to unwind and relax that's not business related? Um, um, I'm gonna be honest with you right now. Next week's video, like I said, it's a week in the life. I talk about it a lot in the video. I do not condone my way of living at all. I am very realistic in the video that's gonna come out, the week in the life. I don't take a lot of breaks. I don't relax a lot. I wake up, I go to work, I come home and I work and then I go to sleep and then I go back to work again. I do not condone that way of life. I know it's bad. I try my best to look after myself. I really do. I just can't get everything done if I don't I can't I have so much to get done that I can't like take a lot of breaks. I do try though. I do try. I do like on Sundays and stuff, especially. I try to have like for example, from like 4 o'clock, I'll just play a video game or something. I like do that to relax. Like sometimes I play Sims or Baldur's Gate 3, or I sometimes play like D&D with my friends and stuff like that. But I don't relax a whole lot. I'll be honest. It's not good. I do not condone it. It's not a good way of life. You'll see in the video that it is a struggle. It's not a good way to live. And I do disclaim that in the video. Do not copy my way of living. Learn from it. I am trying to be a little better with it. I was actually really good at like taking breaks and taking care of myself when I was working on my business full time. Now that I have a full-time job, I have such little time to work on my small business. And also, I have to make time for family and friends because I love them and I want to see them. And obviously I'm committed to them, and it's like I've got so many other commitments. I can't take a lot of breaks, and that sucks. But hopefully it's not going to be that way forever, and I do try to take as good care of myself as I possibly can. What do you think about Procreate Dreams? I don't know what that is, if I'm honest. What do you see being your biggest source of income for your small business in the future? Probably like my own website. Like I hope in the future that I can build up a bit of a following and have a good community, and that I can have my own website and stuff like that. Like I kind of want to keep it as like an at-home business. I've thought about it a lot and I've gone back and forth on it a lot, where I'm like, I kind of want to have my own studio, and then like I want it to be a home business. I think I am 100% for it being a home business, but I see like YouTube and an online shop being my biggest source of incomes, and probably like conventions. I would love to go to London and do like MCM Comic Con London or something, like a really, really big event, like once or twice a year or a couple times a year and stuff. That'd be so cool. That would be really awesome. Larger events are a lot of work, but worth it to make more in return. Yeah, I agree. The smaller events are like, they are less work, but they are still very draining for me, and I just don't want to do them as frequently as what I was. Like on Saturday, I'm gonna go and stand out in the freezing cold for 8 hours, and if I don't make a decent profit, it's like I just stood outside for like 8 hours in the cold, hungry. And what did I get? Like I didn't really do much, like other than stand there. Like I can't really work on stuff for my small business when I'm there. So it just kind of feels like a wasted day sometimes if I don't make decent profit. I don't like thinking like that, but it does feel like that sometimes. But then again, I have been doing this for like a year now. I've done a lot of market stalls now, and I'm just over that period, that part of my business. I think my business needs to move away from market stalls a little bit now. Baby woke up from a nap. I have to go. I look forward to watching the rest of this after her bedtime. Bye. Oh God, sorry. My voice keeps cracking. Bye. 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 No, I still can't do it. Bye. Bye. It was really aggressive. Sorry. My voice is going for some reason. Take care of yourself. I promise I will. Fujibu. I'll take care of myself for you. I hope that heart that just popped up was you, by the way. Send more hearts. Procreate Dreams is like animating in Procreate, I think. Oh, yeah, I've never done that. I use Clip Studio Paint for animating. Yeah, I really like Clip Studio Paint for animating. It's pretty good for 2D animating and stuff. if I get, because I want to get an iPad Pro for Christmas, so if I get it, I will 100% try the animating feature, even if it's just like a little GIF or something. Another thing that I kind of want to do next year is more live streams, but like not small business stuff. Like I don't want to just prep like this stuff all the time. It would be kind of cool if I could do some order packing live streams every now and then, but obviously I'm not that big of a business. I don't get that many orders, but I would like to just have more chill live streams where it's like it kind of forces all of us to relax. We can all chill together, you know? It's like we all work together during these like working live streams, and then I don't know, maybe I'll have like do like live streams on Twitch where we can like play a video game or something, and that can be our relaxing time. So we're working together and we're taking breaks together and we're looking after each other. That's another thing I kind of want to do next year. So what? How did I get on that subject? Oh my god, wasn't I talking about animating? I don't know. Oh yeah, right. Because I was gonna say I can make like little gifs and stuff, like little emoticons for the live streams. That's what I was trying to say. Oh. Anyone have any recommendations for sticker paper? Yes. Evergreens? Is it evergreens? It's on Amazon. I got it off Amazon anyway. It's glossy sticker paper. Let me just look this up. I feel like evergreens is wrong. Is it? Hello? Oh, yeah. The one I use that I actually really like. It's you can get it off Amazon. A4 glossy white self-adhesive sticker paper, inkjet laser printable, and it's a company called Evergreen Goods. They're really good. Glossy white photo paper. Yeah, really good. All right, that's the one I recommend. They also have matte paper as well if you're not feeling the glossiness one. They're really good. They're quite cheap as well. They're definitely not like a super expensive kind of sticker paper. If you're going for something like really high end, maybe I don't know, you could look for some other kind of sticker paper, but this is like a really good cheaper kind of sticker paper. Doesn't feel cheap though. It's like they are tear proof, waterproof, and scratch proof, so they're pretty good. What's your day job? I work for a small business, actually. I work for another, well, they're not really a small business, like it's a medium-sized business. It's not like a big business. I just I pack orders, I do social media stuffs. Yeah, pretty much it. Yeah, that's pretty much it. It's a good job. I really like it, actually. Watching a sublimation journey made me feel not so alone with all the issues I had. They're not failures, they are steps to perfection. Exactly. I like that mindset. That's what I try to tell everyone. Yeah, mistakes are just learning curves. Ever plan to stream on Twitch? Yeah, that's one of my goals for next year, actually. I would like to stream on Twitch. Just like I will still probably live stream on here sometimes, but it'll be like small businessy kind of stuff, like where I'm doing like the packaging and whatnot. But I would still really like to do like stuff on Twitch that are not like just gaming and just hanging out, having some fun. We could play Sims, Baldur's Gate 3, other things, the other games that I have. I asked for Tears of the Kingdom for my birthday. You can't stream that though, I don't think, because Nintendo's really weird. I don't know, maybe you can't, I don't know. Nintendo's a bit weird about copyright, but either way, it would be really nice just to play some cozy games. I got Stardew Valley. We can farm together, and I don't know. Obviously, my whole thing is like working on a small business and stuff, but I'd also like to promote taking breaks, and I think it will help me as well to take breaks, because when I live stream, it's like I get to hang out with you guys. It's like I get to connect with you guys, build the community, but I'm also relaxing and having fun and playing some games. So it's like it's the best of both worlds. And like I said, I don't take a lot of breaks. I really need an excuse, like once a week, an excuse where I just sit down and I play a game. I also really want Coral Island, is it called? I've not played it, and I've not heard much about it, but it's like Stardew Valley. Coral Island, I think it's called. And I want to buy that. So that would be kind of cool to play on stream for the first time. I totally watch your streams. Nice! Do you have any friends that are also trying to pursue the small business dreams? No, not at all. I actually don't have any small business friends. I am the only person I know trying to do this kind of stuff. I have like an artsy friend. She like draws and stuff, but she's not really like interested in starting her own business. She just kind of like she just enjoys drawing and stuff. I have all my friends are kind of creative in a way. Like one of my friends, she's really great at like sewing and knitting and stuff, but she's just not interested in like going down that route. I think she kind of wants. She's really cool. She wants to like be. She like does modeling and stuff. She wants like she can do like pole dancing. She can do like hoop and everything. It's so cool. I think she kind of wants to go down maybe like having her own business, but as in like paying for like being paid to do events and stuff like that. So sort of, but not really. Like I'm the only one that does this kind of stuff. So I do kind of feel alone in that sense, but that's why I'm so glad I decided to do YouTube, because you guys are the only ones I can talk to about this stuff. It's why my vlogs are so lengthy and why I talk so much, because I don't talk about this stuff with anyone else I know. Because if I do, they look at me really blankly. Like I'll like talk to my boyfriend about sublimation and I'll be like, oh, the sublimation process is really cool. It's like ink heating on the cups and it's like, look at this stuff. And he looks at me and he's like, I love that you like this, but I really don't know what you're talking about. And then I come on camera and I know you guys know what I'm talking about, and it's great. We all love the same video games, apparently. We all love the cozy games. Yeah, absolutely. I think it'll be super cool. I actually took holidays off from work around Christmas. So I'm gonna have like a lot of free time around Christmas. So I think it would be cool, maybe even to start then. I'm not entirely sure when I'd do these like live streams, but I think once a week I should just set like maybe like a Friday night after work. We can get together, can play some cozy games and stuff. I always put it off because I was like, is anyone gonna be interested? I'm a small business like person, I just talk about my small business. Does anyone care? But I'm like, well, even if no one cares, it will force me to take a break once a week at least, where I just sit there and I play some video games. And that's what I need. I need to take breaks. So, oh geez, I remember the last stream you said you got Baldur's Gate 3. How many hours in it now? No judging, I have a lot. Oh god, I don't even know. I played one playthrough of that game. I had almost 200 hours. I'm on my third, so I don't even want to know how many hours. I don't even go on stream. Like, I don't open stream and then click on Baldur's Gate. It's on, so I actually don't ever look at like how many hours I played on it. I just have the Baldur's Gate game straight on my desktop, so I just click on it so I can bypass looking at how many hours I have on that game, because I don't want to know, to be honest. I don't want to know. I love the lengthier videos. That's never a complaint. I think, honestly, I actually posted a shorter video. When was it? Not last week, the week before maybe. It was like 20 minutes long. And I was like, oh, people might like this a bit more. It's not as long. It's not going to, like, it might hold people's attention a bit more. It actually didn't do that well in comparison to my other videos. I was like, damn, you guys like the long videos, which is good because I don't know how to shut up. So my videos are always super long. I just got the new Harry Potter game on Switch and I'm obsessed. Is that the I'll remember the name in a second. It's like Legacy something, or Hogwarts Legacy. Is that it? You know what? I am not like a Potterhead, if you will. I've never really been into the Harry Potter. Yeah, Hogwarts Legacy. I've never really been into like Harry Potter that much. I think the first few movies are cool, but I've never like really been into Harry Potter. But I kind of want to play the game for some reason. I remember the mobile game, they had that kind of as like Hogwarts Legacy. Do you remember they brought it out a few years ago? Everyone was kind of obsessed with it. I forget what it's called. Maybe that was also called Hogwarts Legacy. It's like a game where you could create a character. It was actually really bad. Like I just found that game really hard to progress in. But it is what it is. Maybe we'll play some Hogwarts Legacy. Coral Island, Stardew Valley, Hogwarts Legacy, Baldur's Gate 3. We're gonna have so much fun together, guys. And I'll start over Christmas. So, me and you, all of you together, Christmas time. Don't miss it. Yeah, I think that would be really cool. I actually did set up a Twitch account, believe it or not, and I just never used it or advertised it. I was like, I'm just gonna create it for later on. And it's been there for like half a year now. What is your favorite holiday to make products for? Don't know if I can answer that question because I missed every single holiday almost this year. Like when I started my business, I started right before October, like Halloween. So I actually was really late to Halloween. I didn't sell any of my products for Halloween last year. Didn't sell any Halloween products this year either, but that's a different story. Then Christmas, I was super late to that as well because I was still new. I was still trying to get in the hang of it all. So I missed all of that. Valentine's Day, completely missed that. Didn't do anything for Valentine's Day last year. Speaking of which, I should probably get on that because I need to learn to start getting on holidays really quickly. Like, I should start thinking about Valentine's Day and Easter now. Easter, I actually made a sticker sheet. Like, it was a really, really cute, adorable bunny sticker sheet. I missed Easter as well. By the time I finished that sticker sheet, I actually, Easter had come and gone, so missed Easter as well. And then it was Halloween again, and I made like one sticker sheet for Halloween, and it didn't sell at all, which sucked, but it is what it is. I think I'm gonna maybe stop making Halloween products now. It never sells, at least for like a few years. When my business picks up, maybe I'll consider doing some more Halloween products, but I think now I'm too small to do Halloween products. It's just no one buys them. Christmas, I'd say, probably is like the only Halloween and Christmas are the only holidays I've really made designs for. I'd say Christmas. I like Christmas. Christmas is fun. Valentine's Day will be my first holiday launch, but I'm still making the products vague so they can sell all year. That is so smart. I do it. It's like I just actually launched on my shop I had like a really small mini launch that I just didn't advertise to anyone. I have some ghost stickers on my shop, some cat ghost stickers. Of course, it has to be cats. And I was like, oh, it's after Halloween now. No one's gonna want to buy them. And then I was like, excuse me, cats and ghosts are actually like an all year round thing. If you like ghosts and you like cats, you're gonna want this all year round. It's like, I think for Halloween, you need to make products that are like kind of spooky but can sell all year round. Like, I've learned pumpkins and stuff, Halloween only, but things like ghosts for some reason are like all year round kind of thing. Don't know why, but they are. But I keep trying to make products for like Christmas and Halloween and stuff, and they never sell. And then it's like the holidays come and go, and I have 20 Halloween sticker sheets. I have like 20 pumpkin die cut stickers, 20 pumpkin pins. Then I also have like a bunch of Christmas mugs and cards and stuff. And to be fair, the cards have been selling okay. The cards haven't been doing too bad. I actually had to restock the cat cards, so not doing too bad. However, I still have a bunch of them left. It's getting kind of, close to Christmas now, and I'm like, God, I'm gonna have these all year round. I'm gonna have Christmas products all year round. I notice you're used to get a lot of your products outsourced. It seems now you're making a move towards making things at home. Which do you prefer? I like a mixture of both, and maybe that's not the answer you want to hear, but I honestly think that having a mixture of both is a good way to do it. I think if there's products you can make at home, go for it. Like, I can make my mugs at home, so I'm doing it, But if there's I would eventually like to be able to make notepads at home, because I've seen people making things like sticky notes and notepads from home, and I think that's so cool. So I'd really like to do that at some point if I can. But I also think that you're not gonna have, if you want to run a full-time successful business, you might not have the time to make everything by yourself at home. I think a mixture's good. I think having a mixture of outsourced products from manufacturers with your designs that you buy, great, but also making stuff at home as well is also great. It's good to have that mix. Like keychains, for example, like these keychains. I don't know how I'd make this at home. I'm sure there's a way, but I don't know how I'd make this at home. So I buy them instead. But think it's gonna have a mixture of both. I'd love to hear people's opinions on this, but I feel like when you're first starting out, holiday specific products are hard because they only really sell 1 month out of the year. Yeah, I I think I've learned now that like because I'm so small, um, I don't sell holiday products that much to be honest. Like if I'm my Christmas cards are the only holiday product that I can think of that's actually done okay. My Halloween stuff has never sold ever. My Christmas stuff doesn't really sell that well. It sells a little better than the Halloween stuff, but not like great. I think I think with holiday stuff, it's probably easier to sell when you're a bigger business, like a bigger company, I guess. Like a bigger small business just because I think you've got more followers, people know who you are, people get excited for your designs like when it comes to holiday year and stuff like that. Whereas I think when you're as small as I am, or maybe as small as you are, it's like you're relying on strangers to want to just randomly buy your holiday themed stickers and stuff like that, which they might not. So it's definitely harder to sell holiday things when you're a small business. Because I guess you just don't have that following yet. I think I kind of want to do some Valentine's Day and Easter stuff. I probably will. I probably will, regardless of whether it sells or not. It's just nice to have in because I always think, well, this next year. I got them from next year. um, but they're definitely harder to sell. So if it gets to like holidays, like Christmas and stuff, and you're not selling a lot of your Christmas products, I wouldn't worry about it. I think holiday specific theme things are just harder for people to want to buy. Like I don't really buy like if I buy mugs for Christmas, they're not usually Christmas themed mugs because I want to be able to use them all year round. I don't really buy holiday specific items to be honest myself. So I think it's like a bit harder for people to want to buy those things, especially in today's economy. People don't have a lot of money. They don't want to buy something they can only use like once a year. Also, I'm trying to do vague holiday products like spring instead of Easter. Thoughts? Yes, that is the way to go. I know this because I have a cottagecore, like my cottagecore pattern that I have. That sells all year round and people love it, and it actually sells pretty well. Like in autumn, like it sells well in autumn, like even better than it does throughout the rest of the year. But it sells all year and people like it, and it's autumny, but it's not like you could use it all year round if you wanted. It's like an aesthetic, like having a cottagecore kind of aesthetic. It's technically autumnal, but it's your style. If it's your style, it's your style. Definitely, I think that's the way to go about it. Like, if you're making like a sticker that's just Easter eggs and stuff, people might not buy that as much as they might just buy like I don't know a nice spring picnicky kind of sticker set or something. Has there been a product category you've completely regretted creating? I've heard a lot of people saying they regret making coasters. Oh no, I actually have coasters, glass coasters that I was going to sublimate next year at some point. I'll still make coasters, I don't care. um, Regretted completely. I guess my badges. I don't know if you guys go on my Etsy. I have like one space cat badge and one pumpkin badge. I don't know if God, sorry, my voice. I don't know what's going on with it. I don't know if I regret buying them because I actually now use them as like a £1 bin at my market store. So if someone wants to buy something but they don't have a lot of money or they just want to take something home with them, it's like, especially with like kids always come up and they're like, oh, I want this, and the parents are like, I can't afford it, but hey, there's a £1 bin there. I can get you like a space cat badge or something. People do not seem to buy them for some reason. My acrylic pins, these sell really well. My badges, my buttons or whatever you want to call them, don't sell. I don't know why. They're practically the same thing, but I think badges, honestly, I think they're a little outdated now, if I'm honest. I think back in like 2014 or something, everyone had badges. They were all over people's like jackets and stuff. They were all over people's bags. I feel like now people have moved away from badges and now they like to decorate bags and jackets and stuff with acrylic pins instead because they do look nicer. So I kind of get it, but I probably wouldn't buy any more badges if I'm being honest. you're being too hard on yourself. You're doing great. Holidays are always unstable. Just keep working towards what you were doing. Always move forward. These deals will come. Absolutely. I mean, it's hard not to have days where you're like, where you don't feel like that. It's hard to not feel like that some days. Some days you're gonna wake up and you're gonna be like, why, why am I not getting any sales? Why, what am I doing wrong? I'm failing. I talk about this. I talk about a lot in my next video, and this is another one that I talk about how like, if just because you're not getting sales and stuff, you can feel like a failure on some days, but doesn't mean you're a failure. Just some days you just feel like that, and that's fine. I just, on those days, I just like to take it easy, and I'm just like, let me, maybe it's just a sign to relax, It's a sign to take a step back and relax. Sometimes those days are actually really good though, because if I feel like I'm not getting anywhere, it kind of prompts me to think like, well, why do I feel like that? Why do I feel like I'm not getting anywhere? What can I do to stop this feeling? One of the things that I realized, because I actually have been feeling a lot like that recently, like the past month. November sucked for me. I've been feeling a lot like that recently. And one thing that made me realize, I was like, okay, why do I feel like a failure? I was like, well, my online sales, like, yeah, I do pretty well at markets and stuff, and I love doing social media. Like, my social media has grown quite a lot this year. I'm really proud of myself for that stuff, but my online shop itself isn't doing that well a lot of the time, especially at Christmas. And that sucks. I'm still a pretty new small business, but it still sucks nonetheless. And I was like, okay, well, how can I, change that? How can I make myself feel better about that? And the answer is to open more online shops, which is why that's now one of my goals. So, let's see. I agree. I feel like badges were a part of the era that Tumblr was at its peak. That is exactly how I describe it. Badges were like Tumblr era. They were part of the Tumblr era. Tumblr emo era badges. Yeah. My badges sold well when I put 2 for £1 deal on them, but they don't make much profit. Yeah. I mean, they sell well when you sell them for like cheap, but I feel there's at a certain point people are just buying them because they're like a good deal, But I think badges, they've kind of run that course, if I'm being honest. I don't see many people with badges. It's so weird though, isn't it? Like, badges are out, but acrylic pins and stuff are in, like enamel pins. I guess it's because if you look at a badge and then you hold up an acrylic pin or like an enamel pin next to it, it's like, which one looks better? Enamel pins and stuff generally look better in some senses. They look nicer, I think badges, especially, people are not willing to pay a lot for them. So, like, you have to sell them for quite cheap these days, which sucks. So, badges are not great. I wouldn't recommend them, honestly. My sticker sheets don't sell that well either, but I don't regret buying sticker sheets because I still think they're really cool and I really like them. Like, my badges, I actually don't really like them, to be honest, which is why I sell them for so cheap, because at this point, I just kind of want rid of them. But my sticker sheets, I'm like, you know what? Even if they're not selling that well, I don't care. I love them. My notepads as well don't sell that well, but I don't care. I love them. I have a notepad. This one. I use it all the time. I think it's the best. I love this notepad so much. So I don't care if they don't sell well. I don't regret buying them. I'm going to actually buy more notepads next year. So I'm hoping that'll work out for me. Oh my god, it's getting late. I'm going to have to package these up. I only need to like put them in the cellophane packages. But I'm gonna have to do that maybe like tomorrow or something. Or maybe tonight. It'll take me like 5 minutes, but I left all the stuff downstairs for it, so sticker sheets just look pretty on display too. Sticker sheets do. And to be honest, I like the good sticker sheets. Sticker sheets are nice. It's just like, it's hard because I bought my sticker sheets for quite a bit of money. Like, they weren't cheap. I got them from Sticker Mule. I don't know why I thought Sticker Mule was so cheap. They're not really that cheap, to be honest. And I have to sell them for quite a bit of money to make profit off them. And I think people don't buy them not because they don't like them. Because I do, even when I do market stalls, people are always like, "Oh, look at the sticker sheet, so cute." But they're like £5, and I'm just like, it's kind of a bit much. It's a lot. How do you know if you should change your art/products you design if things aren't selling? When should you question your items? That's a hard one. I'll let you know when I figure that out. I think it's good to give your products a good amount of time to sell, because I've had products like that didn't sell well when I first got them. Like my surf frog keychain, he didn't sell that well when I got him. It wasn't until like a few months later he really started picking up in sales, and I don't know why. He doesn't sell as well right now, but I don't know, maybe he'll pick back up again at some point. It's like I think you should at least give it like a year for a product. Sometimes you might not think about it, but sometimes things are like, if you're not even if you're not intentionally making them seasonal, sometimes they just are kind of seasonal. Like my surf frog one picked up in the spring frogs. Yeah, I can kind of see the why people might want a frog keychain during that time of year, maybe not so much in the winter. So even though he wasn't intentionally meant to be like a spring kind of product, he was very popular during the springtime, and now he's kind of like not as popular anymore. So I'd give it a year, let your products see all of the seasons, and if they're still not selling that well, I don't know, I wouldn't take them down. I'd still sell them. I've not had an item that I've like fully given up on yet. If I don't sell an item and it's really, really not selling, I just give them away as freebies. I'm like, well, they need a home, so I'm going to give them away either way. Let's see, where are we at? How long do you vlog each day? I'm trying to do my first weekly vlog, but I don't know if I should film all day or what. Honestly, I just film when I kind of feel like I need to say something, or I'm just updating the vlog or whatever. Let me see. I mean, it's good to kind of, I don't vlog myself like holding the camera all day. What I tend to do is I'll vlog myself talking for a while, and then like say if I go to sublimate some mugs, I'll kind of just film, like I'll put some headphones on or something, and I'll just film some shots of me like wrapping the mug, taking the mug downstairs, putting it in the sublimation thing, like doing that kind of stuff. It might be like a 10-minute clip, but after it's like edited down, it's like a 5-second thing, and it just adds something to the vlog. So you can vlog all day, but you don't have to be like holding the camera, speaking to the camera all day. My vlogs usually, I vlog from Saturday and Sunday. Like those are the 2 vlogging days I do now. Sometimes I'll vlog Friday and Thursday after work. I try not to, because it's really dark and dim, and it's like the vlogs don't look that great when I'm filming in that kind of lighting. But sometimes I have to if I need to get stuff done and I want to film it. But usually if I vlog for 2 days, it'll work out to be like 4 hours-ish in footage, so about 2 hours a day, I guess. But I wouldn't go too crazy, because if you're editing it, trust me when I say this, trust me, if you film like all day and you put that stuff into like your editing software and it's like 6 hours long, you're gonna hate yourself. You will. I do it all the time. Like the vlog I'm currently editing was over 5 hours long. It was a week-long vlog, but regardless, it was 5 hours long. And there are so many clips where I'm just repeating myself over and over again. It's like I forget, I tell you guys things, and then I'm like, oh, I should tell them about this. And then it's like another 5 minutes of me just repeating myself. Or I'm so bad with that. I'm such like a long-winded, drawn-out like person when I speak. So I just spend hours and hours editing footage that I could have just not had to deal with. So you don't feel like you have to film everything. Just be direct. I have one tip though, if you're gonna do vlogs, that's really helped me out. You should only be using 10% of the footage you use. That is a fact, like from a professional editor. I believe it was from someone called Hillary. He's an editor on YouTube. You can probably look him up. I forget his last name. He's like a professional editor. He says like you should only use 10% of what you're like of the footage that you get. So if you film for like 4 hours, you should really only be using like 40 minutes ish of that footage. Like it should like when it's fully cut down, it should only be around 40 minutes or less. because that's all the interesting stuff. I kind of live by that rule, and it's really helped me, to be honest. Like, I film for 4 hours each vlog, so it usually works out to be like 40 minutes or maybe just a bit under. And that's like me cutting out all the boring stuff. So that's my tip. The 10% work. Oh, Jesus. I think I need to go to bed soon. The 10% rule works for short form content too, in my opinion. Absolutely. I like if I film a 10-minute like thing, like packaging for short form content, it usually works out to be like 10 seconds long or something like that. So yeah, it's just like it just kind of helps because it's like I know it kind of gives me like something to like write this needs to be 40 minutes or less, and if I think like if I take a 4-hour vlog and I know it has to be 40 minutes or less, it helps because it's like I start to think about what's really interesting in a vlog and what's not, which helps because it's like I cut like when I first cut things down, it might be like 50 minutes long. And I'm like, well, that's 10 minutes over what it should be. So I go through again. And I'm like, is there anything that's really just not that interesting? And like, maybe you guys won't even enjoy listening or seeing me do. And usually the answer is yes. And then I take out another 10 minutes and the vlog gets 10 minutes more interesting. I ordered another tote bag. The original one I got from you messed up when I took the trip. What? It got messed up? Wait. Did something happen? Like, this is actually like really important information. If it got like messed up in like an accident, as in like I don't know, it got ripped up, you got it caught on a tree or something and it ripped, I would like, but like if it just like you put it in the washing machine or something and it got destroyed, please tell me because that is important information, and I will have to completely change my entire tote bags, my tote bag manufacturer if that is the case. I have 12 minutes of footage and only have 1 minute long video. Yeah, exactly. That's how it should be. That's how you know you got the interesting stuff. Let me just check this. Hold on. Yeah, if you guys ever buy something from me and you have a problem with it, I mean, I can't do like returns and stuff after 30 days because that's my policy, but I gotta protect my business. But if there is an issue, like you put something in a washing machine, or like I don't know, maybe you put a cup in the dishwasher, and if something happens to it, let me know because I need to know this stuff. Immediately message me. No, the conductor dropped it and it dragged on the ground for a moment before realizing what he was doing, so the bottom was all black. Oh, okay. Well, unfortunately, I can't. That's fine. I'm glad that it wasn't. Just making sure. I do always like test my products. Like I put these cups in the dishwasher, and I was testing them. The manufacturer was like, they are dishwasher microwave safe. I don't care if they tell me that. I'm still gonna test it out anyway. So I know the mugs and stuff are dishwasher safe and the microwave safe and everything. But I still worry. Like you'll see on all of my cup listings, it's like dishwash safe, but for long lasting quality, I recommend hand washing them just to be on the safe side. So yeah, I'm glad that wasn't the case. Panicked there. I really panicked. Well, thank you, Lenny, for ordering another one. I'm happy you're getting compliments on them. I really like my mushroom ones. I just had to restock all of them again, so that's exciting. Thank you. I just bought new packaging supplies, so you'll be one of the first people to get my new packaging supply set up with your order. Thank you for the advice. I'm slowly getting comfortable with talking to myself. Your mushroom tote is freaking adorable. Thank you. Thanks, Patricia. I really like my mushroom tote. It is one of my favorite products. I'm gonna admit that now. I'm slowly getting comfortable talking to myself. At least, yeah. I still sometimes turn off the camera, and I'll put the camera down, and I'm like, like if the room's really silent all of a sudden, and I'm like, I'm still not used to it sometimes, so it does take a while, but you'll get there. Anyway, this has been a 2.5-hour long live stream. It's been fun. It is 10 to 9 where I live, and I have to be up at 6 a.m. tomorrow for work, so I'm gonna leave it there. Also, I don't know if you can tell, I think my voice is going. I think I've talked too much today. Every time I'm like, bye, it's like, bye. Oh God. See, my voice is going. So I'm gonna spare you guys any more torture, and I'm gonna head off for the night. Hope you guys have a great weekend. This was super fun. Thank you all for joining me. Hopefully, I'll see you guys in the gaming live streams that I've now declared I'm going to start in December. So I'll see you guys then. We'll play some games. I will promote my Twitch channel so you guys can go follow over there. We'll play some games together. It'll be super fun. Thank you guys so much for coming to the live stream, and I will see you guys in the vlog next week. Bye.